Good day, everybody! How's it going out there? Wait, there's actually music for this? Oh, that's weird. For some reason, it didn't play the first time in the first episode on the menu. I don't know if that was something programmed into it, that like it doesn't play until you actually play the game, or how that worked, but it's interesting. Um, but anyways, how's everyone doing? Last time we played as the spiritual wolf monk. Um, you know, we went into this rich person's sort of mansion slash business, ink business, and we uncovered the mystery of the young one being made out of wood, and also like them having a brother who became a thief. But now we continue our story with the next chapter. Yeah, no recital for our recital? Come on. Alright. So we're back in the thing. I gotta remember the controls. K is jump? Or, like, okay, so mouse is jump as well. Oh, space is jump as well. Okay. So we're gonna head into here. I think it's E to interact. J or click to interact. Goes to Dormplex. Going to Dormplex S Tai King. Yeah. We're going to a dorm. Oh boy. College. Am I right? Around the part where blue scales bustling Zone 2 met the privileged Zone 1, there was an apartment building called Dormplex. In one of its many units lived a Taoist priest, Tai King. Nope, not just him. He had a roommate who has been missing for quite a few days. That left Tai King with one gigantic problem. Now he has to pay the full rent. At this critical moment, there came a job, a government contract job. It paid well, as a matter of course. Although little did Tai King know that his life was about to be upended. A matter of course. I've never heard that phrase before. That must be a localization issue. It's supposed to be a matter of fact, as a matter of fact. But it's not that big of a deal. It was like I understood what he was saying. It's kind of fun though. Oh, man. A landline that gets in your face while you're sleeping. How does that work? What? Who is it? Me, Natimia. Listen, I need you to on some urgent business. Come over right now. I'm near your place. Just can't. Tired. Tomorrow. Man, I'm doing you a favor. Who needs money to pay next month's rent, huh? Was it you? Well, I'll hire some other priests then. Bye. Yeah, bye. Oop. No, 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 no. What am I talking about? Hey, don't hang up. My rent! Netty, Officer, Sir Mayor. Don't go yet. What were you saying? Who you saying it was again? Officer Mayor, at your service. What? How come you're here? How'd you get in? I'm not welcome. Yeah, totally welcome, man. I was surprised that you come to pick me up in person. Then pack up. Let's go. Sure thing. Oop. Meh. What just happened? How did I drop out the attic door? Ha 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 ha. I can't believe you fell for it. Oh, that was funny. Why, Faye? What did you just do? Spatial obfuscation. Randomly connecting entrances and exits of a room to one another. All I need is to alter the appearance of objects and use it as an anchor. I know these parlor tricks. That was a rhetorical question. You altered your own appearance, right, Officer Mayor? Yup. I am the anchor myself. Elementary. Elementary, not. You fell for it. Just admit that I'm a capable priest already. Now, about having me as your new roommate. Don't flatter yourself. You mastered a magician's trick, so what? I have some real business to go take care of. Gotta run. Bye. Oh, I heard. Officer Mayor needs you for our usual business, right? Crime scene investigation? It's... Take me along! What? No. I'm fed up with theories. To complete my education, I need hands-on experience. Actual field work. Let me just watch. Please! I'm dying to see how my mentor and his buddy do the work. Then go to Sherlock. He's your mentor. Shoo! I don't have the time for babysitting. I can't find him, alright? Plus, I'm his apprentice. You're his roommate. Vicariously, I'm your... Nope. You're my nothing. My cousin's former roommate. My cousin's brother's former roommate. How about this? You keep the whole pay. On top of that, for whatever Officer Mayor pays you, I pay the same in tuition. What do you say now? I say no. Not a problem. You serious? That's a lot of money for one field trip. I know. I don't get you rich kids. Are you so eager to part with your parents' money? Okay then. Let me share some of your monetary burden. Deal, let's go! Before that... I don't know where the crime scene is yet. I was trying to contact Nady when you barged in. Contacting him? On the telephone? Is that what it's called? That remote talking machine? I see you don't know much about new tech. I know quite a lot of things, like deep tech and stuff. Oh! Specialization, my boy. New tech is Cher's thing. Transmutation's my thing. I don't even use this machine much. You're his apprentice. You handle this. To call someone on the telephone, first you need their teller number. Do you know Officer Miller's number? By number, you mean? Ah! I see you have no idea what I'm talking about. Just dig through the stuff Cher left behind. There should be notebooks that keeps the teller numbers. I'm so Amish, I don't know how to use a phone number. How do we interact? Right. Lots of ancient books about new tech and dimension spells. Yeah, Cher's a big fan of those. They've collected a thick layer of dust. Don't you read these? These are boring and cryptic. Like, I can't read more than 3 pages at a time without yawning. Oh, here. Cher's teller book number. Now I remember. I couldn't just dump these journals because Cher might come back in a day, so I put them up here. That must be it. Nady's mayor's number is 888. Ain't that lucky? Typical Nate. Can't remember 3 different digits. Okay, call him on with the telephone. Ah, look what I found. A batch of talismans I made with Cher. I thought they'd been lost. They're like soggy and moldy. What did you make these? Just chuck them already. Absolutely not. We rented a kiln to make the ingredients. Half the money was mine. Rent? Don't you have a kiln yourself? It's a tiny apartment. Where would I put it? Plus, kilns are forbidden by the landlord anyway, because it's a fire hazard. There are timeshare kilns downstairs near the laundromat, though. Anyways, this is our money and work. I'm gonna keep them. Life must be tough for you. There are other teller numbers in it. Forget about them. Let's focus on the real business. An old school professional always trusts pen and paper over new tech machines. Water bill unpaid $10. Restaurant tab $12. Outstanding rent. Stop! I can easily pay these twice over. You really don't want me as your new roommate? Do you have issues against me, or... No, it's nothing personal. I'm just not ready for a new roommate yet. Why? You tell me why. Why is privileged young man from Zone 1 so eager to rent a crappy apartment in Zone 2? This doesn't make sense. About that, I don't get along well with my folks these days, so I'm looking for a secret base of my own. I seriously don't get you, rich people. I'm just good at turning ideas into actions. Ah, this reminds me. Today is the last day for rent payment. I sent the landlord a partial payment yesterday. Not sure if he's gotten it yet. The plan was to keep him relatively happy and ask for a small extension. Life is tough, but we don't have time for that, do we? We don't have time? Come on, this is a huge deal for me. Maybe I can call the landlord over the telephone. It'll save me a ton of time. My books are transmutation recipes. A disturbingly large number of them have adopted from Cher's work. Sooner or later, I'll fill out this book with my own original work. Miss Messina's keeping journals. I've seen Cher typing on it. It used to crash every couple of days. Now Cher's gone. It's downright refusing to work. I'd ask Cher to show me how it works when he's not missing. Yeah, he wouldn't be here if he was not missing. I didn't even know he had any apprentices. I guess you're right. I'm here to look for clues that might lead me to him. Hey, what's that? No way! A handheld console? It's almost in mint condition. You don't see that even in Zone 1 museums. This? Cher did a ton of repair and restoration. It plays a funny little game called Candy Brush. I've never seen it before. Nah, too late. Now it's broken again. Can't even turn it on. As useful as a brick. Maybe the battery's dead. Do you have a charger? What's a charger? Don't you talk like everyone from your Zone 1's fancy stuff, man. You know how to use it. I can help. Okay, I love it. I love this, actually. That is hilarious. Oh, that is a very clever design. Like, I've got a... Props to you, game designer. Props to you. What better way to introduce people who are so into technology that they don't know anything about technology than bringing up old technology? Where old people like me knows how it works, but a young person's gonna be like, I have no idea what the hell this thing is. How do you use it? I can help. Shut up and watch. I'm old, okay? It's 888, so it's just this one. It would have been better if they forced me. So, take a little credit back. It would have been better if they forced me to actually... I just clicked on it and it did the thing itself. It would have been better if it forced me to actually, like, click on it, hold it, and move it. Now, obviously, that might be beyond this person's programming skills. But, like, obviously like, oh, the buttons are the numbers, and I just hit the number 8 times. Like it's basically like it kind of ruined it a little bit because it was like because the modern technology is a touchpad, and they just basically made a turn dial thing into a touchpad, right? You didn't have to roll the thing, put your finger in the hole and roll it to the click, right? It did it for you. So it's so close. It was so close. Rotary dialing. Well, to be fair, the only reason I knew about rotary dialing is because it was in my grandma's house, right? Like it was outdated technology when I was a kid as well. My parents' phone was touch tone. My grandparents had a rotary dial phone. So they had to teach us how to use it in case something happened. They're like, we gotta teach you how to use this thing. Hello? Nate, to King here. Sorry I wasn't fully awake about that job. Everlasting Palace, Zone 1. Not far from your place. Just haul your ass here ASAP. Be right there. Turns out he didn't hire some other priests. Heh. Great, take me along. You said yes. I call the landlord. Do I have... Hold on, let me view the log. Do I have... Or maybe I have to look at the thing again. Hold on. Been here, deep circuit previous. I see. Do I have a number? Did I get a number for the... Yeah, I was about to say call my landlord, but I don't know his number. I wasn't paying attention. Broken again. Turn off useful as a brick. I did not say my landlord's number, so... Make a call later. I don't know what his number is. Maybe I have to like look around a little bit more to find it. Okay, that does leave for the palace. So what is the number? Is there a clue to what the number is? Maybe dial 1. No response? Oh, we dialed the wrong number. Yeah, I know. What's the number, though? Ah, okay, there we go. Clucky's Fried Chicken, 765. Mattel 888-123. I was close! I was actually scary because I was gonna try 123, and I'm like, it's too simple. It can't be that. 123 7. Let's try 765. Oh, holy cow! There's a lot of numbers. Hold on. Let me write down all the numbers because obviously I gotta try them all just to be silly. I'm just gonna write the numbers in order that I want to dial them. I want to do 123 last. Deep association. That's not a nice number. Well, actually, no. For people in China, this is a Chinese-made game, so that number doesn't have any connotation there. Not as much as it does in the West. The number would be 444 if it was really bad. I think that's the number that's bad. Superstitious on in Eastern culture. Everyone's got their superstitions. All right, let me bring up the notepad here, and we're gonna dial. We're gonna dial through, baby. They're in my head, man. I'm in their head, and they're in my head. I was gonna do 1, 2, 3, just and then that would have been hilarious if I had actually did that without finding the number. 7, 6, 5. They definitely made numbers that are easy to memorize. Kentucky Clucky Fried Chicken. It's finger sucking God. What would you like to order today? What's on the menu today? We have great deal on zone theme meals you could choose from. Zone 1 Nuktek meal for $190. Zone 2 business meal $99. Zone 3 kebab meal $69. Zone 4 masala meal $69. You call these great deals? It's a great deal of money. Bye. 343 or 5 or 666 first. Do the cross thing with your hands, guys. Welcome to Deep Association. We deeply care about the well-being of everyone. Please say customer or healthcare provider. What's this? Medical insurance? Please say customer or healthcare provider. Oh, it is the devil. Son of a bitch. Blue Cross Blue Shield, is that you? Why do you have the devil's number? Customer? Gold members, please press 1. Silver members, press 2. Bronze members, press 3. Regular members, press 4. Non-members, please hang up. So, funny enough, I don't think that would work with a touch dial. Like, I think automated telephone systems do not work with a rotary phone. Because a rotary phone, like, sends a different, like, thing. Like, it's rolling the numbers, it's not toning it. Like, it reacts to the tone of the numbers beep, not the rotary itself. So I don't think these systems are compatible. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. Ah, this number, Mr. Locke. It's been a while since you've last heard from you. We do have to find someone else to cover your new tank column for the month. Are you writing something for the next issue? We can't wait to. Sorry, Mr. Locke's not home. Bye-bye. Alright. 343. You have reached the desk of Lou's Luke shop. How can we help you? This is a weird accent. Is that an automated talking? Please visit our workshop to experience wonderful inventions. For repair and customer service, please dial. What wonderful inventions do you have? Please visit our workshop to experience our wonderful inventions. For repair and customer service, please dial. Got anything for the automation of transmutation rights? Please visit our workshop and experience our dear inventions for repair and customer service. Please dial. Go repair yourself. Alright. Time to dial the landlord. Enough dorking around on the phone. Hello, is this Toy King? Your rent is due. Ah, right. That's exactly what I'm calling about. I just sent you a partial payment yesterday. Can I, have a couple more days to pay the rest of it, please? Oh, did you? Let me check. You call that a partial payment? Okay, you know what? I'll give you one more leak for Mr. Locke's sake. Prepare to be evicted if you can't pay the rest of it by then. With or without Mr. Locke. Sure, thank you. I'll definitely do that. And this is why we text. Okay, work for the rent. Hey, achievement, Chatterbox. Alright, let's go. Everlasting Palace. This is it. Pretty underwhelming for a palace. Just a residential house. A big house? A huge house, considering your living standards. Well, you can choose not to rent half of my tiny apartment. Good day, gentlemen. May I please know your names? Oh, Tai King, Taoist priest. I need to... Welcome to the Everlasting Palace, sir. I am Thumbump, the butler. Everlasting Palace is a private residence of Master Everchan. We are standing in the main house surrounded by 3 guest houses. Master Chan built this home a decade ago. Today is still one of the most avant-garde architectures in Zone 1. I'm looking for Officer Mayor. So, Officer Nettie Mayor wants to see me. Is he here? Oh, why didn't you say so? Officer Mayor is right ahead. This way, please. There he is. If I may ask you, gentlemen, for a favor. What do you think of my service quality as a butler? Please press a button on my coat to rate it. From 1 to 5 stars, from top to bottom. What? Here, 5 stars for you. Great. Thank you, sir. That means a lot to me. His coat comes with what? Rating buttons? I am adoring like the technology jokes and mixing. That is fun. It's a uniform from Rent-A-Butler Incorporated. Our rating counts towards his annual performance review. I didn't know you could rent butlers these days. It's a recent thing. It just started in Zone 1. Training your own butler takes a significant amount of time and money. Rent-A-Butler trains them in batches and lists them for hire. Nightmare Pata. Oh, that is clever. I'll tell you, Uber is everywhere. Customers get the entire rating history of each butler. Getting low-star ratings could impact their career outlook. I thought a butler's life should be much easier. I think somebody in Zone 2 shouldn't think that. Let's not keep Officer Meyer waiting. Alright. Look who's decided to join us. Isn't this the esteemed Grandmaster T? I thought you'd be here in seconds at the mention of money. How are things going? Your charlatan business doing well? Very funny. Well, I did make a profit of fortune reading service yesterday. So you're finally in the black? Not quite. I could use more money to pay the rent. What do you have for me today? Just bring it on. Sure. Here we have a full shelf of medicines. No, that's not the right word. It's full of nutrition supplements. Nutrition supplements? The owner of this place is a merchant, filthy rich guy. Name's Everchen. He's been buying his stuff from a business called Deep Association for ages, believing it can make him live longer and better. Oh crap, I should have probably kept those numbers. I closed the thing. Deep Association was 666 though, I remember that. Deep Association, I think I've heard that name somewhere. Let me write it down just so I don't forget. In case I have to dial them in rotary again. As a charlatan like you must know, these nutritional supplements are basically starch balls with minimal amounts of common herbs. If that's the case, it wouldn't be a problem. Thing is, Chen feels he's worse off after taking these pills. Ah, yeah. Hopefully the remodeling's going well. So, he filed a lawsuit against Deep Association, accusing them of malpractice and chronic poisoning. Now we're on the same page, yeah? Say Nate. Or Knight. Since when did you investigate nonsense cases like these? I didn't want to, right? But he's sued Deep Association for how many times again? A total of 14 times. You heard him. The boss told me to just sort it out in one way or the other. Make sure Chen doesn't come back for more. This is where you come in. Analyze these pills' ingredients, see if there's anything shady. Oh, jeez, really? Sorry, Strangelove. I see. That's disappointing. I thought it was one of those fun cases. Murder, locked room mystery, perfect alibi, impossible crime. I see what you've been reading, man. Get a life. Come over here, Tai King. Sure. Who's that guy? Oh, you don't know him? He knows you, though. Who the heck is he? Name's Wifey. Wifey. Sherlock's apprentice. Oh my gosh, no! Okay, now I'm seeing it. That's funny. He heard about what we regularly do for you, and he wanted to come here and watch. What? I thought you were his apprentice. No, we're roommates, more like peer professionals. I didn't want to be his apprentice, but he said did want to be his apprentice, but he said no. He said no to you, but took that guy on? What's so special about him? Beats me. He came out of nowhere last month. I was just surprised, alright? His folks are filthy rich merchants in Zone 1. I guess that's part of why Cher took him in. Zone 1. Family named Faye. Don't tell me his old man is Lord Five. Haha, very funny. It's not Faye, it's Faye, not Five. As in the fifth cousin of His Majesty. A monk friend of mine is gonna love your lame joke. I'm not joking. Fave is his actual family name, not the fifth cousin of the Emperor, just a cousin. No way. Wi-Fi has got royal blood in him? He should be a dragon of some sort. Not necessarily. He never told me anything about his family. If he's actually a prince, no wonder Cher made an exemption. Could be. Aha! Then I'm in luck. Keep bringing me jobs, Knight. Your favor will be repaid when I'm a court priest. There's a very wide gap between you and a court priest, in case you haven't noticed. Guys? What are you whispering about? Oh, nothing. Just boring work stuff. It's pretty boring, actually. Feel free to go home if you're actually feeling bored. I'll just charge you 50% for the field trip. No worries. Nope, now that I'm here, I might as well see it through. Maybe I can make myself useful. I know a thing or two about herbs and medicine. Okay, tag along if you want. At least it's safe enough for a prince. When teaming up with Wi-Fi, you can analyze objects related to alchemy, transmutation, and medicine. For example, pills. When Nate Mayer joins the team, you can interrogate witnesses and suspects for information. Switch your partner by talking to Nate Mayer or Wi-Fi. Oh, that's cool. And he has alchemy stuff. What was the other thing that the other guy did? Lots of shady objects on display. Which one shall I check? Can you tell what's in it? Probably not. Hard to tell these ingredients apart when they're all grounded and mixed. Even more so if it's been processed in a kiln. Hey, this is Longan. Huh? How'd you know? On the label it says Formula 1. Formula I-1 Dragon's Eyes. Logan fruits are called Dragon's Eyes, right? It tastes like... yeah, dried Longan fruits. No way, let me take a look. Oh yeah, Dragon Eyes, as in fruit. For a second thought, I thought it was a real thing, shriveled eyeballs. You have a rather trusting personality. Can they really do that? Sell pitted and dried fruits as medicine? I mean, it's not even a nutritional supplement, snacks more like. Well, if you do the marketing right. I'm speechless, man. Let's see what's in this paper bag here. A bunch of fabric sheets, damp and sticky. Ah, face masks for skin care. Here it says on the bag, Deep Energy Revitalization Masks. Use 3 masks each time to drive revitalization energy deep into your skin. 3 masks at a time? What's the point? Only the one in direct contact with the skin counts. What's the point? The point is you buying 2 times more than you actually need, I guess. These brochures. According to these products from Deep Association, you can make you immune to all known and unknown diseases and live forever. That's basically what they say. Exaggeration is a bit of an understatement. Hold on. They can market stuff like this and not break any laws? Isn't the police doing anything about it? We would if we could. Before you ask, check the publisher of these brochures. Printed and published by the Deep Club? I thought the name was Deep Association. Same people, different show. They incorporated a bunch of organizations to do this kind of marketing. If sued, just close shop and start anew. Deep Association itself never gets its hands dirty. Better still, these organizations are incorporated by different people, doing marketing for Deep Association free of charge. We can't hold them responsible for business fraud because there's no business to speak of. Clever trick. Oh, this one comes with a talisman inside. Just tear off and use. Very handy. What are these talismans for? For fixing feng shui rifts? Yeah, I'm positive. I made a ton of these things myself. This glass ball is medicine? Nope, it's a gift from Deep Association. For decoration purposes only. Don't eat. Oh, not bad. This is pretty neat. Neat how? Heaven is a dome, and Earth is a plane. The perfect shape represents the ultimate harmony of the universe. The glass ball channels positive energy. Flat Earth theory? Isn't it debunked like ages ago? Wrong, I'm talking about heaven and earth in a philosophical sense. Heaven is the embodiment of the cycle of life, hence round. Earth represents worldly rules and laws, thus square. Heaven over earth seamlessly streamlined on the outside and perfectly ordered on the inside. Such is the ultimate healthy way of life. Well said. I'm enlightened. Which book did you steal that from? Steal? What are you talking about? I invented it from scratch. Freshly baked wisdom. You're welcome. I see how you make money by talking. It's called consultation. Okay, this glass is a freebie, but you've got to be one of their VIP clients, which requires subscription on bonds underwritten by Deep Association for at least 5 consecutive years. Man, consultation is nothing. Financing is where the big money is. Where you make big money the easy way. I've checked pretty much everything. No poison detected. Is that so? And I wouldn't call it surprising. Even if there's rat poison, we can't really hold Deep Association responsible. They had these projects made and labeled in different apothecaries. Deep Association is just a distributor. They're sure they're tight. We can't do anything about it, even though it's clearly a scam. Right. Sometimes I feel they're the true masters of law. Is that it? Investigation concluded. Have we reached a conclusion? The masks could be poisonous, the talismans are fishy, it's the wealth fund. I haven't reached a conclusion. I have no idea what we're talking about. The masks could be poisonous. The talisman is fishy. There could be other medicines? Huh? What made you think that? See this label here? Formula 1, Dragon Eyes? Why Formula 1? Obviously it's part of a series. There must be a Formula 2, or even 3. Even Ever Chan told me everything he bought is here. I wouldn't trust him that much. I mean, he buys these things in bulk by the look of it. Maybe he lost track. That's a possibility, alright. Last time I saw him, he didn't know where everything was. Questionable state of mind. Maybe he took too much of his, medicine. Help yourself, then. Look around for more clues. Yeah, leave that to me. What's this? It's creepy. Looks sort of out of place. Hey, there's a talisman here. Looks like one of those feng shui repair talismans. Old houses tend to have feng shui problems as they get rebuilt and remodeled over time. Quick fixes with this are fairly common. Wow, you're an expert at talismans. Of course. This is the real business of Taoist priests. A respectable priest wouldn't waste this stuff on, like, new tech. No, there's someone on the stair landing where the warm morning light doesn't quite reach. There's a stooping old woman, a human judging by her silhouette. The old woman looks this way. Oh, the old woman looks this way towards Tao Xing's direction, revealing a cat-like face. From the deep one, they're watching us. What was that? Human? I didn't see it clearly, but it was creepy. Very creepy. Maybe I should ask around about it. Cat Granny. Speaking of feng shui being out of... Alright, we're gonna switch characters and then talk to the butler, maybe. What's up? I'd like to, but then we'd have a pretty big team. I really don't want to make people more nervous than they already are. No need to be diplomatic. I'll stay here while you guys ask around. Oh, hello, Officer Man. What do you need me to ask about? Cat Granny? Oh, you mean Gran Mayo. I'm sorry if she scared you. Not really scared, but... How's it going, Summer? She used to be Master's butler for 40 years. I took over when she was too old to keep on top of things. She used to be a devout member of the Deep Order. Just don't mind her if she's babbling about religious things. The Deep Order, interesting. We should ask about her about it. What do you need me to ask about? Deep Association, as far as I know, is the healthcare charity organization. Master is a respected philanthropist. They must cross paths from time to time. Oh, we all know about philanthropy these days. Chen has a charity business, so he's what? Competing for the Deep Association? Master primarily advocates children's well-being, while Deep Association seems to focus more on general healthcare. They don't directly compete, I think. As a butler, I shouldn't speculate. What do you need me to ask about? Sorry, I'm not sure. I think it's some kind of local religion along the coastline. Grand Mayo talks about it all the time. I thought it may have to do with Deep Association, but apparently it's not. What do you need me to ask about? Hey Nate, what's up? What do you need me to ask about? Deep Association. It's a charity organization, very active in Zone 1 and 2. You mean charlatan organization? Huh, you can say that. Bottom line is, all the paperwork is legit. Their marketing is questionable, but always a couple of steps away from crossing the red line. Exaggerated, yes. Fraud? Technically, no. There are 127 civil lawsuits against it, but no solid proof at all. Their salesmen brag about reinvigorating your body with deep energy, but on their brochures, the packages all say it's natural supplement. These people never leaves any paper trail. That's a little bit of an error. What do you mean to ask about? You mean that old lady? Yeah, I saw her. She's... what is it called again? Senile, I think? Man, getting old is terrible. What do you need me to ask about? The Deep Order, huh? It's a local religion, commonly found along the coastlines. They worship the one called the Deep One. Got ritual ceremonies too, the whole package. The worship of the Deep One dates back to ancient times. It varies from religion to religion, and these variations don't even agree with what the Deep One looks like. This sense of mystery from an unknown probability contemplated as to an appeal as a religion. Since the founder of Blue Scales, traders from all over the world come here to do business, bringing with them traditions and religions, including the Deep Order. As to Deep Association, they do mention the Deep One from time to time, but given their track record, I doubt they're serious. What I should probably do is I should probably like investigate the area with this guy. Sure, but do we want to be the layman tagging along? Things get academical, you know. What's your problem? Say that to my face, you Chill, man. This is not the time. Okay? This layman will stay here for now. Yeah, there's a lot of depth to it, right? Blocked. There's a plaque on the door saying, "Private space of Evan Chen. Keep out." Speaking of, I don't know much about Evan Chen yet. Maybe I should ask the butler. The majority of the furniture pieces are streamlined. The few that came on the sharp corners are equipped with corner guards and soft pads. I even see that Eva Chan doesn't take any risk when it comes to possible injuries. Door's locked. Okay, so I just kind of wasted my time with that. Yeah, it does definitely have some semblance of. Can I not go there? The face of rage watches, while mercy and joy close their eyes. You can't, Granny. He's blocking the way up. I'll leave you be then for now, yeah. Hi, Grand Mao. Can I ask you something? Listen with your heart, and the voice from the deep will speak. Is this working? She's just spewing gibberish. Give it a shot anyway. Hear the divine voice, and pass it on. What do you need me to ask her about? A face of rage, a face of mercy, a face of joy. Which face is watching? What do you need me to ask about? Sorry, oh deep one, I can't. All I can do is pray. Trapped, rotting in coffin called everlasting life. What do you need me to ask about? Call not the name of the deep one. Their faces are watching you. Here's the master of this big house. We just met him in the living room not too long ago, remember? Right now, he should be resting in the bedroom upstairs. What do you need me to ask about? Oh, hello, Officer Ma. Nope, that's not what I wanted to ask about. Master is the leader of Zone 1's trading sector. On top of that, he's a respected philanthropist. He personally owns and oversees an orphanage in Zone 2. Stop, we've heard plenty about that already. The living room on the second floor is locked. It was just opened today. Who locked it? Chen? Oh, I'm sorry, it was me. Do you need to go inside? Right, there could be clues. Sure, here's the key. A green jade key with a white charm. Old spotless. This key alone is worth a small apartment. Stop drooling. You'd better not drop it. Oh, yeah. I'll treat it with good care. Triads are Jinfan and Sanbo, Hershey, and then mostly changed because the references would probably fly way over English speakers' heads. Okay. So it was more the translator who gave them like 3 T names. It was the original characters actually had more unique names, so that makes sense. It's not working. That's the way you do it. That's definitely something I need to look at with that. On a table, a picture of two men, father and son. Judging by the face, the father looks somehow familiar. Is this a kitchenette? I can't quite put my finger on it, but there seems to be something missing. Is this one also unlocked, or...? Alright, so now I've got to go back down and talk to the guy again. Ah, okay. It does have to do with the meant to talk to this guy. Well, I remember there was three of them. There was Shinto, there was Tao, and there was Tao, maybe? I remember there was three religions. Oh, Buddha, there was three sort of, like, things. But I haven't learned that since high school, so my brain's sort of, like... How's the investigation going? This is the missing medicine we're looking for. They labeled Formula 2 Dragon Antler. Or as an extra layer of foreshadowing. Dragon Antler? That can mean different things. First, the topical plant called the Dragon Antler, although it has no nutritional or medicinal value. Second, literally antlers of dragons. Right. But that doesn't make sense. Dragon antlers are extremely rare. There's hardly any supply of them at all. I don't think whoever made these scam pills would be spending that much money on them. What leaves the third possibility? Let me have a sniff. Yep, these pills are powdered deer antlers. In traditional medicine, deer antlers are supposed to improve blood circulation. It's not for everyone, though. If you have blood pressure issues, taking deer antlers will only make things worse. Ask if deer antlers is right for you. Making them worse? I see. That's why Everchen felt poisoned. Let's report tonight. Is that it? Everchen is suffering from side effects of a medicine that he doesn't need at all? Yep, but the Deep Association is partly responsible as well. They put way too much DNA power in these pills. Overdosing is real. Too much of a good thing is bad for you. But why would they do that? Higher dosage means more cost. Probably due to the most common pitfall among priests who are new to alchemy and transmutation. Quantity over quality. You've got no dragon antlers? No problem. Substitute with deer antlers and increase the dosage by 10 times. What could possibly go wrong? That's disturbing. Now, we can give Everchen a piece of the mind he needs. He won't have enough to sue the Deep Association, but the poisoning problem is solved for sure. Speaking of Everchen, is he home? I haven't seen him so far. Yes, in his bedroom, the one at the end of the second floor corridor. I met him in the living room not too long before you came. Then he said he wasn't feeling well and retreated to his bedroom. Okay, go report to him then. Say, how long has it been since we came out? Huh? Why? There's a clock over there. It should say exactly 99 minutes since we came out. Oh yeah, guess what? I finished my fast payout record. Completed the assignment and paid 900 in 100 minutes. Okay. Hurry up with the paycheck, bro. Hold your horses. Can I trust you guys? This whole theory is based on what? A sniff? What else can we do? It'd take a kiln to do a proper analysis. Without that, a sniff is our best try. Hurry up. I have a fast payout record to break. About that. There's actually is a kiln. I saw it on the 3rd floor. Right there, facing the stairs. You can't miss it. Seriously? He's got a kiln in his home? I'm going to give him our preliminary findings. Meanwhile, you go get solid evidence with that kiln to back me up. Sure, as long as it makes you happy. Let's go check the kiln out. No worries, Strangelove, you don't have to worry about that. Oh, where'd the old lady go? Huh? I don't see anything that looks like a kiln. I guess Knight was just pulling my leg. Wait, he sent me on a wild goose chase just to start when we started talking about payment. Don't tell me he was trying to... Gotta catch him before he bolts. Not gonna stop smart a fox, old Knight. Lots and lots of books, don't have time to read them now. Hi, Knight, you... Something wrong? What? The bedroom's locked. I've been knocking for a while, but there's no sound from inside. I've got a bad feeling. No way. Hello, sir. Can I help with something? Yes, you can. Do you have a key for this bedroom? Sorry, no. There's only one key. The master keeps it all the time. Guess we'll have to kick down the door then. What is this about? There's nobody inside? Looks like so. But I did see him going into this room. Where could he be? Ah! What's that? Calm down. What's wrong with you? Wait. This. The black liquid's dripping from somewhere above the ceiling. Is there an attic up there? There probably is. See there? A small access door. You go up and check it out. Me? Why don't you check it out? You're the cop. I'm kinda too large for that door, in case you haven't noticed. Then find someone smaller. Remind me. Who's the slimmest in this room again? Okay, you win. I mean, they're not... It's, like, not a bad translation job, for sure. It's like, I've only seen, like, two major... Like, two like, minor issues. Door's open, let's hop up. Turns out there's nothing. The attic space is flooded, hence the dripping. Yeah. What else am I supposed to find? A dead body bleeding all over the place? That sort of thing doesn't happen in real life. Okay, I'm leaving. Oh. Ah! What now? Holy heavens! Is that... This is... no. Was Evan Chen. It's only took the police about 10 minutes to get here. Impressive. The police station's right around the corner. I called them on the telephone. A mobile telephone? That's sick. Yeah, a gift from Cher. I think it's the only one in town. Ever since that, I've become an on-call officer. Not sure it's worth the trouble. Well, there's a price for convenience. Back to real business. What just happened? After you went up to the attic, we started searching around the room. Who was checking the bookshelf? I looked under the bed. That's when the apprentice there started screaming his head off. Sorry, I opened the wardrobe and there's a dead body. From scam to murder. This is escalating too quickly. Murder? Are you sure about that? Pretty much. We can basically rule out suicide. Just in case, though, some forensic work is due. Count me in. What do you say, Knight? Feel free to help if you think you can. Yes! Why are you so excited? Someone just died. Oh, sorry. Say, Nate. Whatever you guys find, don't forget to tell me about it. I'm keeping a record of this for the investigation. Don't worry about that. A key hanging on the wall. White jade key and a green jade charm. Could it be the key to this lock? Just try it out. What's this chunk of stone for? It's called Deep Energy Stone. Supposedly harvested from the seabed, imbued with the godly power of the Deep One. Of course, it's not true. Deep Association used to sell things by the truckload and eventually got sued. They lost and paid a heavy price. From then on, they declared that they deleted that crap from their brochures to avoid leaving behind any paper trail. Mean you can't do anything about it anymore? Unfortunately, yes. Laws are not as effective as you may think. All we can do is print some anti-scam brochures. They're pretty smart. What's this gadget here? It's a handheld verifier. A what? Master thought Deep Association's pills might be lanced with poison, so we hired Lou's workshop to have this made. Feed it with the list of ingredients, and it will tell you whether the pill you put inside is right. Master used to verify all of his daily pills. He cared a lot about health, huh? Rule 1 if you care about health. Don't take random pills. Besides the verifier, there's a photo of Everchan as a young man who looks quite like him. Why does Everchan look so familiar? There's a similar photo in the living room. Who's the other guy? His son? Yes, that is young master, Johnny Chen. Johnny Chen? Hey, Wu. Haven't seen you in field work for a while. Hello, Nate. Do you need a details coroner's report? Nah, I don't have time for that. Give me the short version. Huh? Why not the long version? Ha! A curious beast. Good. I'm full of curiosity too. Just leave the talking to me, Taiki. Don't mind him, Wu. Just give me the short version.
Okay. Cause of death, stab wounds, 5 of them, all lethal. The weapon is something like a dagger. On top of that, the victim had multiple fractures or broken bones.
He was beaten up before killed?
Unlikely. There's no bruising to support that theory. Furthermore, there's hardly any spilled blood in the wardrobe. The murder weapon is missing, too.
That may sound stupid, but I have to ask just in case. Is he supposed to bleed a lot with 5 stab wounds?
Yes, a lot. His clothes are soaked.
Clothes soaked with blood, but the wardrobe is surprisingly clean. Okay, I see.
Time of death? Roughly 15 minutes ago. Right. The body is still warm and no signs of rigor mortis yet.
It took 10 minutes to get here. In other words, we found the body. He was killed about 5 minutes ago. When we were talking outside about his pills.
Right. Right. We were right next door and didn't notice anything. You know what, Knight? I can tell you more, just need one lick.
What? No need for that. Thanks, you are dismissed.
Just one lick of blood? No?
Is he serious? Lick the victim's blood? That's morbid.
One more thing. Junior Ko came with me. Did you see him?
Junior's here. No, I didn't see him. Where did he go?
Upstairs, the hole in the ceiling. Tyke just went up there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's not lick the... Oh, wow. Oh, that's a cutie. Hey, what are you doing there, man?
Keep out Keep out, civilians. Police investigation in progress. Oh, isn't that Knight?
Civilians? Go back to your lab, technician, you squint. This work belongs to field officers.
Come on, I'm still a field officer. At least for next week. For the next week or two.
Whatever you say.
Do you know him?
Yeah, Junior Ko, field officer. Son of the sheriff. Pretty smart for a weasel. He's being transferred to the Arcane Forensics Lab as a technician.
Not a weasel, a red panda. And I was going to be the next sheriff until Knight came along. Don't be so serious. I'm joking. Dad wouldn't even let me if I wanted to take over from him.
Listen to your old man. You have more of a future as a lab technician.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, for real, what are you doing up here, Junior?
I'm searching the space for secret doors. Secret doors? Right. Somehow I feel this attic space is more than what it seems.
What shall I ask him about?
You mean those steel bars in the wall? The gaps look generous, but they're in fact smaller than the size of your average adult's head. You can rule out snakelings. They have humanoid hands, at the very least, meaning they get stuck. Plus, the opening is a bit too high to climb through. There's nothing to stand on.
You mean, forget about it. If I'm counting on murder escaping through the bars.
Yep.
What shall I ask him about?
Not water, it's ink.
Ink? It does look dark. I thought it was just poor lighting.
Not only on the ground, this wall is splattering with ink too. Look, it's kinda hard to miss. Unfortunately, there's no secret doors.
You sure about that?
Of course.
Junior doesn't look like it, but he's an expert at secret doors. One of the best.
Thank you, Knight. Trapdoors, hidden tunnels, hollow halls, you name it. I know it if there was any. Alright, Knight. There's one more possibility to take into consideration.
That the murderer could be a priest?
Correct. Wait, what? What does this have to do with priests? It's nothing new, really. You'd be surprised by the number of criminal cases involving priests. They have many handy spells, turning invisible, remote control puppets, walking through walls, just to name a few. So, some can even kill people from thousands of miles away with powerful curses. Perfect alibi. You can't be serious.
He's dead serious. Junior is about to transfer to a police division established specifically to handle these cases. The Arcane Forensic Lab. We call it the AFL.
The AFL presents the future of forensics. We specialize in supernatural crime. If there's any evidence indicates supernatural factors at work, this case will be handed to the AFL pronto.
Right now, it's still my case. The AFL can't take over until we're done with it.
Sure thing, brother. Wish you all the best.
Man, I've never heard of police labs like that before.
Me neither.
The AFL did not exist until quite recently. The youngsters there can't wait to make a name for themselves. We police must stay 2 steps ahead of the criminal, after all. Found anything yet, Knight?
There's nothing in the attic space. Can't be sure if it's relevant.
All written down.
This door, before we came in, it was locked. That's why Nate had to force it open.
Enough stating the obvious. Have a closer look at the lock. The lock is the most common for interior kinds of doors. Just push the button to lock it from the inside. From the outside, though, you've got to have the key to lock it.
So, who locked the door? Eva-chan? Someone from the outside? Let me try this key. Yep, that's the key to the lock.
We could ask the butler about the key.
Police Officer May. Catch Master's murderer.
What information do you need to get, Taiki?
The bedroom only has one key, kept by Master himself.
The 2 nails on the wall? Doesn't that mean there's another key?
Yes, there is. The other key is for the living room. I already gave it to you.
Ah, that one.
Sometimes he gave me the key when he wanted the living room locked. So we kind of passed the living room key back and forth.
Did you have it at the time of his murder?
Yes. After Master met with you this morning, I found the key on the living room table. I thought Master must have left it there for me to lock the door, so I locked the living room up. The living room key is unrelated to the case, isn't it?
I'm not sure yet. What information do you need me to give?
This is so surreal. It can't be happening.
Has your master been acting strange in any way recently?
Strange? Well, as the butler, I really shouldn't comment on my employer.
Whatever you could think of, say it all here already. He's your ex-employer now. Tell me everything you want to know if you want to catch his murderer.
Understood. I'll try. Master was a cautious person. No. The right word would be paranoid.
Paranoid how?
Like, he didn't allow any sharp or heavy instruments in any part of the house. I have to use the kitchen in a guest house to prepare meals because there are no knives in the main kitchen. Ah! Now I know why the kitchenette in the living room felt weird. The lack of knives. Every pill he took must go through a verifier first. His drinking water must be tested for poison too. He wouldn't touch it if there was any shred of doubt. Every piece of furniture is either padded or equipped with corner guards. Falling accidents and sharp furniture corners contribute to a large amount of deaths a year, he said. He's paranoid, all right. And he was particularly weird yesterday. What happened? After lunch, he sent all the servants home, gave them a long paid vacation. The only exceptions were myself and Grandma. That explains why it's quiet here today. Then he locked himself in his bedroom. Didn't even come out for dinner. Did you check on him? No. Master was like that sometimes, locking himself inside for hours on end, explicitly telling us not to disturb. I've learned to respect his privacy. But I just saw him earlier today. Right. I was surprised when he came out to greet you. A weirdo. Hey, this is his home. He does what he wants. Can't argue with that. What information do you need me to get? Young Master, he's not home right now. Not home. You mean he's missing? No, of course not. Whether Master locks himself inside, young Master often seizes the opportunity to sneak out. He'd be back before Master comes out, though. Sneak out? This is his home. Can he come and leave at will? About that. We need your honest answer, Mr. Pub. Master told me to keep young Master home 24/7. Young Master begged me to let him out, though, so sometimes I just play dumb. Why is he keeping such a tight leash on his son? He wanted to keep young Master in sight at all times. This is ridiculous. Johnny is an adult. He's entitled to privacy. I agree. That's why I let young Master slip out time to time. If I was caught, I'd tell Master that he was being unreasonable. He could fire me if he wanted. Maybe I'm not a good butler. No, none of this is your fault. If anything, you deserved a better employer. Thank you for saying that. What information do you need me to get, Tai King? That's all we want to know, thank you. Oh, hold on a second. What do you think of my service quality of a butler? Press a coat button to rate it. 1 star to 5 stars from top bottom up. Come on, man. This is really not the time. I'll handle that. 5 stars. Great. Thank you, sir. This means a lot to me. Your employee is already... Ahem, Tai King. Show some respect and professionalism. Just leave him be. He's extremely stressed right now. Thank you for understanding. Sure. Found anything yet, Nate? Aha! Must be one of them locked room mysteries. All written down. I see. The murderer either moved the body to clean up the blood. Ironic. Everchen was so obsessed with health, but died of murder in the end. All written down. A son with no privacy at all. Did he play a part in his dad's murder? All written down. That's about as much as we can find out. Good work. Johnny Chen. That's name. I've heard it somewhere. Aha! Here, found it. How thick is that journal? August, 3 years ago. Johnny Chen was admitted into a luxury hospital in Zone 1 on account of mental issues. He had a few fights and orderlies there. The hospital called the police. The situation escalated quickly. Yeah, I can imagine. In the end, there was no lawsuit, but Johnny was kicked out of the hospital for home care.
Interesting. What exactly was he hospitalized for? Is it okay to disclose that? Doctor-patient confidentiality, you know. You're not his doctor, and this is a murder case. I don't see a problem. If you say so. Johnny was hospitalized for dissociative identity disorder. Um, then, like, they're talking about HIPAA, which is kind of an American law. I don't know if there's anything equivalent in other parts of the world. Coming in. Hydra syndrome. In colloquial terms, the snake with 9 heads, you know. Each of the heads has its own brain. Oftentimes they don't agree with one another. Those with dissociative identity disorder are kind of like that, multiple personalities living in the same head. Doctors there knew the Chens pretty well. According to them, Johnny was acting very weird, not like his usual self at all. A text brace of Hydra syndrome. This may or may not be helpful in our investigation. Let's gather all the puzzle pieces and try to put them together.
Yes, the climax of detective stories.
Ready? Start from the crime scene. It's locked room. The door is locked. The only key is in the inside of the room. There's an attic space, but no meaningful way to exit or entry. It's a locked room, just like in detective stories. Yes, we know we're in one. You don't have to judge that. Anyway, with that established, let's move to the cause of death. So, Everchen locked himself inside. Is it possible that he died of suicide or accident? He was stabbed multiple times. Multiple stab wounds, profuse bleeding, but hardly any blood in the wardrobe, and certainly no weapon in sight. That leaves us with 2 possibilities. Either he was killed elsewhere and then dumped into the wardrobe, or someone had cleaned the scene and took away the weapon. Either way, it has to be a murder. Exactly. That's why I called it a criminal case right away. You could tell with just a casual look. Wow. Just a matter of police work experience. Hold on. Murdered in a locked room. How did the murderer leave the scene? Yes, that is the big question. Maybe this case is beyond my responsibilities. We must consider the possibility of a supernatural crime. In other words, let the AFL take over. They're more experienced with priests and spells. If the murderer is indeed a priest, can I have a word? Sure. Go on.
Do you think the little window in the attic space kind of important?
We already ruled it out. With steel bars, no one could fit through.
Hey, what's on the other side of that little window?
Probably the kiln room. I remember seeing a similar window out there.
What are you talking about? There's no kiln room. You were just pulling my leg.
Why would I? It's not like I had nothing better to do.
But there really is none. You tell him, Wi-Fi. Yeah, I didn't see any kiln either.
Could there be a secret door?
Where, on the 3rd floor?
Where else? Of course I'm talking about the 3rd floor. Check the 3rd floor out. Let's go together.
Coming. Should ask around about secret doors. Someone might know something.
Wait, what?
Verifier. Incorrect formula detected. Looks like this is not what Evachan was supposed to take. Looks like this is not what Evachan was supposed to take. Interesting. So he was kind of drugged too. Please, Officer May, catch the Master's murderer. Secret door on the 3rd floor? Really? You're the butler. You don't know about it? Sorry, I just started about 6 months ago. Maybe Master didn't trust me that much. Grand Mao is likely more to know about it. She's been working for Master for 4 decades. Although she's not exactly in the right state of mind these days. Where could I find her? I saw her in the living room just now. Thanks, I'll go find her later. It might be her, honestly. Like, obviously the case might lean that way, because, like, she obviously was up here. Hi, Mr. Ko. Can I help you? I need your help. There could be a secret door. Go check it out, Junior. On the 3rd floor, there might be some critical evidence. Of course, no problem. On it right away. Let's go there too. How's it going tonight? That's an impressive yawn, man. Slow day, huh? Yep. But no one's gonna get in and out while I'm standing. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Grand Meow. Ah, my sweet Johnny, you're back. Is Johnny your middle name or what? Shh, just play along. I have some questions, Gran. Boo, 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 boo. She's not helping at all. That sounds like... Boo, 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 boo. I'll keep that in mind for now. 221. Something tells me there's going to be a phone that I'm going to have to call later. So 221. Poor boys. I have some questions, Gran. The corner is a bit messy. It's obviously used more than the other parts. Just making sure there's nothing else down here. There has to be a secret passage here. That book looks fishy. Take it down. Wow. You could always trust the professionals. This mechanism opens a secret passage, I believe. As to how it works, I'll need a bit more time. What now? We just wait for him? Hey! There's a talisman over there. What's that for? Bestowing curse or something? Nothing like that. It's identical to the one the deep association buster for fixing feng shui riffs. Ha! I almost forgot. I happen to have something that could help me slip through the feng shui rifts. You mean those talismans made by Cher? Right. What are you people talking about? Simply put, the mansion like this are built on the precise feng shui specifications. Over time, through renovation and remodeling, tend to drift the harmony in feng shui and leave behind rifts. So they need fixing? Correct. Whenever you see one of these talismans, you'll bet there's a feng shui rift. It's kind of like fire and smoke. What Cher's talismans do is slip me into the rifts on the other side of the fourfold dimension.
Are you sure about that? I mean, is it safe?
Sorry, poor phrasing. I'm not really going inside physically myself. Living organisms can't stand the dimensional shift. What I'm going to do is make a vessel out of paper, which will carry my awareness over to the other side.
And that makes it perfectly safe?
Maybe not perfectly, but we can call it 99% safe.
I'll trust you on that. However, why would you get into this fourth dimension, or whatever it's called, in the first place? What's the point?
About that, you'll find out soon. Here we go. Now I'm in.
Whoa, where the heck am I?
Think of the paper vessel as a wagon. I'm the driver, and every living thing near me gets carried as cargo. This is the fourfold dimension. Looks pretty barren. Cher had been doing research on it before, you know. Hey, don't talk like your mentor is dead. Let's hurry up. We can't stay here forever.
I don't trust anyone in this game. Yeah, it could be anybody, man.
This place has a yin and yang side. I can flip back and forth by interacting with these pivotal points. There could be new leads on the other side.
Hey, it's a cassette. Moral technology. What's this then? Everchen's silhouette?
In a sense, the yang side keeps the yang side keeps sound residuals better, while the yin side mostly keeps visual records.
Everchen bumped the middle block twice.
There has to be a secret here, according to left by my predecessor. First bump the left side twice, then
Left side twice.
I think I heard someone talking. Yeah, time flows a lot slower in the fourfold dimension. Sometimes sounds and scenes could linger for a while. What you just heard was some conversation from the past.
Can you make the sound quality better somehow?
No, sorry, no can do. These lingering effects are completely random. Also, we're visiting this dimension through a vessel, which could cause further distort our senses.
Who could it be? Judging by the voice, it's a man, rather young, with a predecessor, whatever that means.
Could be a servant. He said bump the left twice. I think this guy hit the middle twice. Yep. 2-2. Yep. Wow, okay, so this is like redundant information, because she said boop, 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 boop. And now I'm like boop, 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 boop. So that's like a second thing that's pointing to the same answer. In a sense, the yang side keeps sound residuals better. Okay. This is probably going to be 1, whatever it is. Oh no, karma. This is the exit that leads back to the real world. We might not be able to come back. We'll better exhaust all the possible leads while we're here. Okay, so there's a recording here. Everlasting gods! I can't let that bride find out blank. Otherwise I'll have to blame too. I've got to check the secret passage right now. 4, 5. 5 boops. Sound of grinding and sliding. It's a man for sure.
This sounds kind of murky, but I'm pretty sure it's Everchen. He used to swear this everlasting gods all the time. Talking about swearing, he did that quite a few times this morning when I saw him. Unnecessarily frequently, I'd say.
Based on these fragments, I guess the servant accidentally found the secret passage and was punished by Chen?
Probably.
Huh, we're back. In fact, we never left. The paper vessel only took over our senses now, not our bodies. Welcome back. You guys suddenly froze there and stood there for a half hour or so. I had no idea what was going on, so I left you be.
Half an hour? Impossible. We were there for 2.5 minutes, tops. That little maneuver just cost you 17 years.
To be exact, time flows 16 times slower in the fourth-fold dimension. 2 minutes there translates to about a half hour here. If we find another rift to the fourth dimension, theoretically, it will lead to the eightfold dimension, where time flows 256 times slower.
That's a huge leap from 16 times. How does that math work?
Well, from 16 to 256, obviously it's
powers of 2. Ah, that makes sense. 2 to the 4th power is 16, and 8th to the power is 256. By that logic, if you find a rift in the 8th fold dimension, theoretically you'll dive into, what, the 16th fold dimension? Where time flows 65,536 times slower?
Is that so? I thought beyond the 8th fold dimension would be a 12th fold dimension. Taiki, what side do you pick? It's gonna be 16. Leave me out of this. I thought I was done with math after high school. Plus, we don't even know if there's actually that many dimensions. For all we know, the 8th fold dimension only exists in Cher's theoretical work.
That reminds me. I thought Cher mentioned something about a 0-fold dimension a couple of times.
Ah, that. The 0-fold dimension is more like a myth. They say that whoever finds their way there will become gods. It doesn't make sense if you think about it. I mean, 2 to the power of 0 is 1, isn't it? If that's the case, it's just like in our old dimension.
Okay, so if we're doing this based on 0 to the power of 1, so it means 2 to the power, 2 to the 0th power is 1. So 2 to the power of 1 is 2. So what does 2 have to do with it? Right? Because it was a 4-fold dimension, right? So 1, so it's... I'm trying to think here, because, like, it's possible to move something towards 0, but you can approach it, but you can't reach it. But there's obviously, like, negatives, and I can't remember how that impacts things off the top of my head. Negative powers, or whatever it is. Imaginary numbers. Is that so? You know what I think? Maybe Cher has really found this 0-fold dimension. That's where he's gone.
Really? Do you think it's possible, Taiki?
I don't know. Right, let's focus on what we do know and try to open the secret passage. I think I've kept track of every clue we found. Ask me if you think you found everything, Taiki. We heard 5 boops in that dimension, meaning that we need to bump... Oh! Okay, so it is 221. We heard 5 boops in that dimension, meaning we need to bump the boxes 5 times. The young man's voice said, first bump twice, then bump... Okay, now you're just going to tell me the answer. Now the young man's voice is first bump the left side twice, now these 5 bumps are left. Then we saw Everchan's silhouette bumping the middle box twice, so the rest is 2 should go to the middle box. That's all we know so far.
Oh, I found something else. The mechanism resets when you put the book back and take it down again. Just reset and start over if you think you did it wrong. Is it mirrored? Alright, now I'm just confused. I examined these boxes and found slight dents at the bottom. Obviously someone has been bumping them quite often. That much I already know. Upon closer look, you'll find the box on the right doesn't seem to have any dent. In other words, to open the door, we only need the left and center boxes. Bingo! The dent in the left box is deeper, so they've reason to want to use one more than the other. Good work, Junior. Thank you. Don't mention it. Alright, so that I already... okay. That's pretty easy then. It's kind of like weird because it's like there was boop 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 like. Oh no, okay, never mind. It's hit it twice, hit that one once, then go back and hit that one. There we go. Got it. Ta-da! Let's see what's inside. There's your kiln. So there really is a kiln. Of course there is. I saw it with my own eyes. It's just that... Hey, how come you saw the kiln without going through the secret passage? Good question. I guess, I suppose it's because the passage was open. Officer Mayer walked in without realizing it was a hidden room. Yeah, good point. I'm not blind, okay? Plus, who closed the passage afterwards? Look, there's that tiny window. On the other side is indeed the attic space. Can you get to the other side through these bars? Nope. No one could get through there. It doesn't necessarily mean it can't use to stage a locked room mystery. How? Pass the key through. Maybe. Lock the door, pass the key through. Sure, here's the key. A green J key with a white charm, both spotless. This key alone is worth a small apartment. Stop drooling, you better not drop it. Ah, yeah, I'd take really good care of it. A key hanging on the wall. White jade key with a green jade charm. Could it be a lock, keyless lock? Just try it out. The lock is the most common kind for interior doors. Just push a button to lock it from the inside. From the outside, though, you've got to have a key to lock it. Who would open the door? Eva-chan or someone from the outside? Turns out there's nothing. The attic space is flooded, hence the dripping. Of course there is. I saw it with my own eyes. It's just that... How come you saw the kiln without going through the secret passage? Good question. I guess, Wait a minute. Is Nightmare... an ink being? I suppose because the passage was open, Officer Mayer might have walked in without realizing it was hidden. Right, good point. I'm not blind, okay? Plus, who closed the passage afterwards? Because we've established that priests, such as this guy, can actually disguise themselves as people, right? I see. This is Element. What are you doing over there, Nate? Come over here now. What's this about? This is elementary, dear Knight. Don't tell me that I've solved the mystery. How's that for a Sherlock impression? Now the stage is set. Where did you go? Where's Faye? He's playing the role of the murderer, who has the bedroom key and is about to get away. You've got to be kidding me. Talk to Nate when I'm ready. It's time to put on a great detective show. That's cool. Like those detective stories. Passive, you make an excellent lab technician. Get Nate here if you need information. Are you ready to give me the details yet? Alright, let's do it. Sure, here it comes. The moment of truth. This is very elementary, my dear Nate. In the name of the great priest detective Sherlock. Just in your own good name is good. Ahem. Let's start from the beginning. According to the coroner, when we broke into this room, Everchen had been dead for 5 minutes. Right, 5 minutes. In other words, he was killed when we were just outside this room, investigating Chen's pills. Everyone has a solid alibi. That includes you, me, police officers, the butler, and Grand Meow. Does Grand Meow? The murderer has to be an outsider. That's right. Is that right? Technically, the murderer is not capable of a complete outsider. You mean you already know who did it? I'm pretty confident the murderer is... Johnny Chen, the victim's son? What made you think that? A random burglar is more likely. I said that because... he knows about the secret passage on 3rd floor. That makes sense. I've checked, and even the butler isn't aware of the secret passage. Burglars have no way of knowing that. Yep, whoever knows about it must be very close to Everchen. You mean... the secret passage on the 3rd floor is the breakthrough point on the case. Precisely. The setup of this lock room hinges on the knowledge of the secret passage. There's only one person with the motive, the opportunity, and the knowledge to pull this off, and that is Johnny Chen. The first step is to tamper with the key. Which one? You have 2 keys here. The one for the bedroom and or the living room. The key tampered with is... alright, let me take a look at him first. This is the living room key. This is the bedroom key. Look at it again. Boom! I didn't think there was, like, tampering with keys going on. Ever. This is the living room key. Oh, I think it... well, technically, if one was tampered, it's both. It's probably supposed to be that the jade thing goes together with the things, like... both? Both, you mean?
charms have been swapped. Swap charms? Right, the living room key is a green jade and a white charm. The bedroom key is made with a white jade but has a green charm attached to it. Did you feel kind of weird, a mismatched place pair like that, completely to complete each other? Now that you brought that up, the white charm also has Chen's name etched on it, which feels more intimate. One would think it's for the bedroom key. What does that matter? It matters because... I think one charm is round. So I'm guessing that it's because the charm doesn't fit through because it's a round charm, but that would be a really big charm. It says a person can't really fit through the bars. I'm gonna assume that the maybe they couldn't fit it through the thing, right? The bedroom key was the one with the thing though. Not the... I guess I'll try the charm is round. The murderer wants the round charm for the bedroom key because it's locked. Because this locked room mystery wouldn't work without it. And something else is needed to work together with a round charm, and that is... a slope, which was recreated in the attic space for demonstration purposes. Hold on. When you got up there, there was no slope. Because it was gone. Also, how the slope vanished. It melted. The murderer made a slope with frozen ink. After a while, the slope melted away on its own, which explains the pool of ink up there. For this demonstration, I built a slope with cardboard. The principle is the same. Now moving on. Let's see how the murderer put the key back on this locked room. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, do your job. Oh, he's still there. Can't trust kids with anything. I'm here, ready now. What are you doing? It's part of your show. I bet he dozed off when you were going on and on. Silence, here comes the best part. Now Wi-Fi is Johnny Chen. He killed his father, locked the room from the outside with the key, and now he went to the third floor kill room. The reason? He needed that small window there. Let's see how he set the key back into the bedroom without touching the lock. Ready, go! That's pretty precise. Just watch. The round charm goes down the slope, dragging the key behind it. It lands on the bookshelf and continues to move forward, pushed by its momentum. It's inches from the nail. It inches towards the nail from the hanging keys right next to the shelf. Pay close attention, everyone. Oh. Well, that's funny. Oops, that charm is actually four seamless jade balls inside one another. The craftsman costed more than the material itself. Just send the invoice to Taiki. If he doesn't have enough money, come to us and file a lawsuit. What? No! Face the reality, Taiki. It's practically impossible for the key to be caught by the nail. And the murderer didn't have the luxury of trying again, for starters. The charm gets shattered every time after the first failure. No way. It all worked perfectly in my mind. Hold on. Aha! I got it. This is elementary, my dear Nate. To complete this locked room mystery, the key doesn't have to be caught by the nail. That does make sense. Caught or not, the key is already back inside the bedroom, and that's all that matters. Being caught by the nail is just a coincidence, which is not necessary at all. How about that? Case closed. Okay. Sorry to rain on your parade.
What do you mean?
First of all, about that presumed ice slope. If I were the murderer, I'd just use tap water, not ink. Think about it. In that case, I'd want the water to just evaporate without leaving behind a trace. With ink, you have black stains all over the place.
Well, maybe the murderer didn't have access to tap water in the heat of the moment, so they had to improvise with ink.
Hold your horses and let me finish. Next problem, the murderer killed the victim. It left the room and dropped the key into your theoretical slope on the other side, all done within 5 minutes before we knocked the door down.
Why are you repeating what I just said?
Then, 5 minutes later, when we broke into this room, the ice slope was completely melted. Do you think that the big of a slope could melt completely within 5 minutes?
About that.
And do you remember how the key hung up on the wall when we first came in?
I think it was...
It's a horizontal nail, mind you, not an upward hook. A key falling down on the shelf couldn't possibly be caught by it no matter what.
You're making good sense, I think. But what that doesn't... Well, I think my theory could stand a chance, technically, maybe.
Explain to me what your chance is.
The murderer swapped key charms. I absolutely got that part right.
Yeah? Let's ask the butler. Mr. Bupp, can we borrow you for a minute? You use the living room key all the time, Mr. Bupp. Is the charm on the key always like this? Actually, the key charms was chopped alright, but it happened yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes, Master came back from his morning walk and swapped the key charms. I remember because I thought it was the wrong key when I picked it up. I asked Master about it. He said he did it following the priest's advice.
Aha! Whoever gave the advice must be the murderer. The murderer must have been planning ahead, convinced that Everchan would swap the key charms and use it to their advantage.
Who is this priest? Got any idea?
Master said it was a Foxling priest who gave him a lecture about Heaven Dome and the Earth Plane. He was utterly convinced and thought, as the heaven is the house, his bedroom key deserved a round charm, so he swapped them. Does that sound familiar? Not at all. Oh, haha, aha. I thought Master Chen looked familiar somehow. Now I know.
Just turn yourself in already.
We met completely by chance yesterday. He paid me to tell his fortune, and paid pretty generously, too.
So you took advantage and set your murderer's plan in motion?
No, come on, Nate. I have an alibi. Okay, I admit my theory stinks. Man, for once I thought I could match Shear, if not outdo him.
Shear's a genius and all, but you're your own man. Don't try too hard to fill his shoes.
Turns out I couldn't even if I wanted.
Back to our case. Since our only theory is overturned, we have to admit that it's a locked room with no tricks involved.
What's next? Call the AFL? Wait. May I have a word, Officer Mayor?
Of course.
Have you ever thought about this? Why would the murderer leave behind a locked room?
Yeah, I'm kind of confused.
If the crime involves priests and spells, creating a locked room is a rather silly idea, don't you agree? If the murderer left the door open, you treat it like a regular homicide. Priests wouldn't even be on the suspect list.
You do have a point.
Now we turn our train of thought around. Why would the murderer leave a trail that points to priests? Ah, I see. It means a trick to misdirect. The murderer is anything but a priest. Exactly.
Not bad. I see why Shear took you on as his apprentice. Brilliant, young man.
Thank you. Yeah, brilliant, alright. Tai King got the general direction, right? What the locked room and what that the lock room is intended. You don't have to pamper me, you know. I mean it. Instead of calling the AFL, I'd get an arrest warrant out for Johnny Chen first. He will know something, even if he's not the murderer. Straightforward, brutally so. Police work needs to be straightforward. We'd be overwhelmed by cases if we approached them like those detective stories you read. Okay. This is one heck of an eventful day. Arrest Johnny Chen, can you? Can't be too hard. We have his fast print picture. Make a wanted poster with that, and pretty soon there will be leads. Anyways, good work from everyone. From here on, it's police forces only. Feel free to go. Time to have you paid. Not yet. I have unfinished business here. What do you want? Didn't you tell me to analyze Everchen's pills? Back then, I didn't have a kiln. Now I have everything we need to do the work. I thought we were way past that point. Be meticulous. Leave no stone unturned. That's what we call professionalism. Huh. You're right. I'll leave it to you then. In that case, I'd go home. Nope. You wanted to watch me work, no? We're about to enter my comfort zone now. Plus, it's not like you have anything better to do now. Yeah, you're right. I'll tag along. Good boy. Oh, jeez, really? Watch closely, I'm really good at this. Nice. The kiln is way better than the time-shared ones at my apartment building. The studio is pretty nice too. It's so good to be rich. Chen's got a small library of transmutations and alchemy too. Basically, all of them are about the elixir of everlasting life. I could tell he's seriously obsessed with the idea of living forever. What's this? Pill bottle says longevity pills. The bottle is empty. I thought we struck the motor load this time. I'm really curious what these longevity pills were made of. I bet some kind of homebrew experiment. It's a miracle he lived this long. Now time to work. How do you analyze the ingredients of pills? Just cut a portion of the sample pill, fire the kiln, drop it in, analyze the ashes. Isn't it kind of simple? The procedure may be straightforward, but the job takes a lot of know-how. Just watch. Let's begin. How's it going? Going nicely. Now all I need to do is wait. This could take a while. I'll watch the kiln. Oh, that'd be great, thank you. Meanwhile, I should take another look around the house. There could be things worth noting. Chapters are longer than I thought. Like, this is definitely going to be a one and done kind of thing. Kitchenette with no knives. Can't do much cooking. A feng shui talisman here. Must be that the rifts of four. This must be that a rift leading to a fourfold dimension. Here we go. Sorry, sire. I know you just helped me a body paint not a month ago. This time, please accept this white jade as my gratitude. It's the finest jade. Got my name on it, but it still makes great catalyst. Works fantastic transmutation. You must turn down, but why? If I can help in any way, just say it. Body paint. Did I hear that right? That comes as a surprise. It sounds like Eva-chan wanted to give his white charm to somebody, but was turned down? It makes sense, though. I wouldn't accept a gift with someone else's name on it. Eva-chan was taking a luxurious dressed figure. Was talking to a luxuriously dressed figure. There's no sound, though. Everlasting gods! That little bastard now I have to ask Sire help me again in the same month. Sire wanted I've got to contact tomorrow. Must deliver on It's not entirely a bad thing though. Thanks to the brat, I've accidentally discovered the recipe for I think it's probably about a servant. Whatever mistake he made, Chen had to ask the Sire to fix it. In that process, Chen stumbled upon a recipe of sorts. That should have offset at least some of the servant's fault. In the end, everyone was happy. Exit for the real world. Phew, I'm back. I heard things on the other side. Judging by the fragments, a servant of sorts caused some trouble. Chen hired a priest to fix it. In the process, Chen discovered some kind of recipe. A lot of words are blanked out in the thing. I guess it's not a very clean way of hearing the words. Chen discovered some kind of recipe. Chen also paid this priest for body paint and offered precious white jade for the payment. The priest turned it down and asked for something else. Speaking of white jade, according to Chen, it could greatly accelerate transmutation rites. There's a white jade charm reaching the living room key. I thought as well, make good use of it. I spent just a while on the fourth floor, but time flows 16 times faster on this side. Maybe the transmutation's already done? I should check the kiln. Did I kind of did a weird glitchy thing there that I didn't mean to do. Apparently it was I thought it was going to be able to replicate it. Got me a professional analysis. I'm counting on you. Thank you for your hard work. I'll continue my work as the butler until I'm officially not needed. Still not done yet? Huh. Hey, I should throw Eva-chan's white charm in. Didn't he say it makes a great catalyst? Can we do that? I mean, using someone else's precious gem without permission? No worries, a catalyst accelerates alchemic reactions without being consumed. No one would find out. Now let's see, just a quick taste. This is crunchy. Yeah, it's about 20% deer antler powder, 50% flour and cornstarch, 20% dried turnips. Seasoned with salt, sugar, and vinegar. No way. You get the precise percentage just by tasting? Told you it takes a lot of know-how. Now we can report to Nate. Oh, almost forgot to take the jade charm out. Oh, now I know why you're good at this. It's time for me to go. Hey, you know what? I can use this jade charm and transmutation rites too. It'll make things a lot smoother and faster. Transmutation? Yeah. Analyzing pills is nothing. My real expertise is transmutation. Great stuff, talismans, magical devices, that sort of thing. Don't you want to see it? I mean, come on, don't be shy. Just say it and I'll show you. Okay, I guess. Just watch and learn, boy. What shall I make? Oh yeah, let's do some talismans for detecting feng shui rifts. That reminds me of the good old days. She and I used to work as a team, and I found rifts and he repaired them. I thought I could go on forever. Where are you now, Cher? Don't tell me you already you really went to the Threefold dimension. To take some detecting, I need some ink and a revealing agent. There has to be some ink in the big house. As for the revealing agent, I used to get it from Nate. Maybe I can ask some more? Ink is right here. Come to think of it, if there was no ink ice sloped as I thought, where did those ink puddles come from? I see. There are ink stains on this side too. This means there must be a liquid ink in this stockpile. The container was broken. Leaked ink seeped onto the wall of the other side. Plain and simple. I might as well borrow some ink from here. Wow, there's crates of ink. I can't break them open. That just feels wrong. One of the crates is leaking all over the place, though. Must be damaged from improper handling. I guess you won't mind me opening that one. What's this? There's a wood tab dropped next to the stockpile with WF on it. What does that mean? Wi-Fi, possibly? Did he drop this? Hey, isn't that the priest? Your buddy just came here. He's looking for something in the space up there. Hey buddy, does he mean Wi-Fi? Where could it be? Looking for something? No, I thought I could take a look around the place while you were busy with preparation. Oh my gosh, no. No! No, it's Wi-Fi! No! Like, cause here's the thing, he was interested in coming with us to do this quote-unquote case, right? And now, but now he's like, I want to get out of here, right? He's like, he wants to leave, and he's been trying to, leave. And then he's like, well, I'm looking for this thing I dropped. Waifu. Yeah, Wi-Fi. It's probably, I think he's the killer. Because the way he's behaving. And obviously the drop thing next to the window doesn't help. Obviously he was up there for the quote-unquote demonstration, which is sort of an alibi as to where he might have dropped it and when he might have dropped it. But his behavior on, wanting to leave. And he already has, and on top of that, he's already approved at the beginning of this thing his ability to actually make teleportation, rooms. At the very beginning of the chapter, he disguised himself as the police officer, and then you followed him into the room and then ended up outside this other room. So it's like, yeah, it's him.
He just wanted to come along so he could kill this guy.
Hey, by the way, did you drop this? This is not mine. It has WF etched on it. I thought it might be initials. Again, a rich kid like him should have everything made of jaded gold, anything but shabby wood. I'm still gathering ingredients. Will you let me know when I'm done? I'll let you know when I'm done.
Oh, I'm getting ink all over everything.
Excuse me.
How's the analysis going?
Going well? Say, do you have any revealing agent on you?
What do you need that for?
For reasons. Need to make something. Do you have it or not?
Say, do you know what revealing agent is made of?
I don't. Why? Is it, like, super expensive?
Truth is, the primary active ingredient is dog blood.
You're kidding. Where do you get dog blood from?
Don't tell me that. Easy, buddy. That was before. We used to rely on dogling blood donors. Not anymore these days. Sure came up with a new recipe. Entirely plant-based and mineral-based.
Shia did that?
Yup, it helped us a lot. Revealing agent is to be used together with obscuring agent, which is... You tell him, Officer Who.
Sure thing. Obscuring agent is a colorless liquid that turns green when it's in contact with a revealing agent.
They're used in all the time in secretive missives. Share improved upon traditional recipes and created agents that work better and last longer. Most importantly, a lot cheaper. You heard him. That's why we were willing to lend him out from time to time.
Wow, I didn't know he was so good at alchemy. Now there's just me. Would you lend me some?
Sure. I don't want you to feel bad, though. Like I said, Cher's a great man, but you don't have to fill his shoes.
Thanks.
You should ask the coroner for the revealing agent. He's got some. Just say I sent you.
Thanks, man.
Now, I mean, if there's any dog that has a weird relationship with blood, it's the coroner.
Can I help you? Yes, Nate said you had some revealing agent from you. Revealing agent? I thought he had it. He had it? What do you mean? He's sending me on a wild goose chase or what? Ah, no, my bad. I got it wrong. I do have a revealing agent to spare. He just took my stash of obscuring agent. Great. Sorry about that. I can spare a vial. Is this enough? Definitely. Thanks. To make some detection talismans, I need ink and a revealing agent. Now I have everything. Let's go find Wifey. Now I have everything I need for transmutation. Let me show you how it's done. Thank heavens, finally. Did you say something? I said good heavens, I can't wait. Great, let's go. Oh my gosh, yeah, he's now acting extremely suspicious. Perfect, just perfect. I'm as awesome as ever. Yeah. Now I just need to make a few talismans with this solution. And done. Behold, Tai Key's marvelous invention, endorsed by none other than the great scholar Sherlock. Feng Shui Rift Detection Talisman. Yay. Clap, clap. Just say it if you think it's boring. No, I didn't mean that at all. I just... Now watch the great invention in action. So far, we've been locating feng shui rifts by the presence of repairing talismans. Now with this, we can find previously identified rifts if there are any. Once activated, the talismans will make nearby feng shui rifts visible to the naked eye. Come on, let's go on a rift hunt. Okay, sure. Now, Y on the controller. No rifts here. Let's try somewhere else. I think there's a rift downstairs. There's a rift on this level. Yeah, probably over here. Yeah. Corner's a bit messy. Yep, that's one rift found. I think I'll pass. You take care. Laters. It's a trap. Please, don't, Johnny. He's for the mercy of the deep. Shut up! I've kicked you out for. I would have kicked you out if not for decades of service. Don't mess with or else. That's Eva-chan talking to the old woman. Grand Meow. It's Eva-chan talking about to Grand Meow, who's sitting in the background, begging and judging her for her posture. Have mercy! Oh, deep one, please help me! I can't let sacrifice children! I found must hand it to the police. Help your faithful fool, Lord of the Deep! Everlasting gods! Now! What the hell you think you're doing? Seems like Grand Meow found something out that pissed Eva-chan off. Grand Meow is standing on the bed, hiding something in the bookshelf. Bookshelf, bed, screen. This scene looks familiar. I'm back. What'd you find inside? I saw and heard Eva-chan having an argument with Grand Meow. It involves Johnny and children. Sounds like some private relationship unrelated to the case. Is it really okay to probe? Thing is, we don't know if it's unrelated to this case yet. Yeah, you're right. One more thing. I saw Grand Meow hiding something in the bookshelf. Let's see what this is. I saw Grand Meow hide something in the bookshelf. Let me dig around. Here, this is what's etched in this tab. WC? This is a lot like the one we found in the kiln room. Or there's a piece of paper next to the tab. Written on it is Jack Chen, 3 years. Jones Chen, 4 years. Jason Chen, 1 month. Justin Chen, 1 year. Jacob Chen, 1 year. Jonah. A list of names, each with a note on it. Looks like a period of time, except for the last one, that is. Hey, what's that? Let me see. What's that supposed to mean? Beats me. Do you have any idea? I think they're all Chens, right? Maybe it's Evan Chen's family tree? No, it's not even a tree. Plus, Evan Chen's name? You're not making any sense. I don't think we should pursue this lead if it's a lead at all. This is infringing upon Chen's privacy. Yeah, I agree. Why did Grand Meow hide these? We already did the riff thing with that, right? So it should only do it once, right? Is there one upstairs? Ah, yeah. That's one rift found. I'll just wait for you outside. Sure, I'm going in. What? Am I seeing things or what? Furniture pieces. The fourth dimension retains visual memories of the past, but never in such detail. Everlasting gods! Everlasting pills! This place with 16 times slower! Everlasting life! Unrealistic daydream! And there must be more exams! Jason! The ultimate recipe! Ha 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 ha! What the? I can hardly make out 2 consecutive words. Lots of papers. There could be leads inside. With this paper vessel, I can't flip through them, though. Orphanage management. Once per year. Sire Arts body paint. Just 1 month. Gift. More. Oh my gosh. Oh no, this is going down a real dark path. That's right, the guy runs an orphanage charity. And all those names are kids that he sacrificed trying to find everlasting youth. Huh. This distortion is distorting my senses. I can't focus. This is incredible. It's almost like it's like someone's been living here, but that's impossible. There's a pill bottle labeled as longevity pills, exactly like the ones I found next to the kiln. So he made a bedroom in this rift. I really want to see what's inside, but this paper vessel doesn't have hands to pick up an open bottle. I guess that's it for now. Welcome back. What did you find this time? Nothing, I suppose. There's empty space on the other side. The space on the other side is very weird. I can't hear anything clearly. Plus, there were furniture pieces obviously bought from the real world. Maybe your talismans aren't working properly? Talismans made by Cher and you're truly? Absolutely no way. Yeah, I'm just saying, you don't have to prove yourself again. I've already seen it. Should just be a random glitch, not a big problem. Whatever you say. I've checked all the feng shui lifts in their house, and there's definitely strange findings. Everchan had a secret, and Grandmeow knows about it. Beyond the rift is the bedroom. There are objects like in the real world, including a pill bottle identical to that one in the kiln room. It'd be more productive if I could enter the rift myself. Hey, can I ask Grandmeow about it? She's not thinking clearly, but maybe I can jog her memory. Ask her about what? About the name list. You're infringing upon people's privacy, in case you haven't noticed. Do you have to put it like that? We don't even know if privacy is involved yet. If it is, I'll just stop. Hello again. Hello again, Gran. Fear the Lord, for their grace shall come. Did she put up this poster? She believes in the deep ones, right? Maybe this is a religious poster. Right. This religious poster doesn't matter. Gotta ask about the real business. Let's talk about... Gran, did you have a dispute with Chen over something? Master? Right, Master, Everchen. Master is Lord, who makes their presence known, not by their miracles, but Master Chen, in the tomb that is everything called everlasting life. A sacrilege, a place that should not exist, against the sacred will. The tomb that is called everlasting life, what's that supposed to mean? Tomb for the refused dead, against the will of the deep. Can you try to remember something? A dispute about Johnny? Please? Ah, Johnny! Johnny, poor boys! You will be redeemed by the advent of the Lord. Let's talk about... Are you a member of the Deep Order? Like, do you worship the Deep One? See not, hear not, know not. They watch in mercy, in rage and joy. See not the Lord for their form, the true faith. Oh, your majesty, the 10th. She's making less and less sense. Let's talk about... Do you remember the name list, Gren? The one you held behind the bookshelf. Name list? Yeah, a list full of names. Address the Lord by their name. Worship the Lord not by their idol. Let's talk about... This is going nowhere. Are you sent by the deep? What, me? Yes. Oh, finally! I see your wood tab. You mean this? There's another tucked away in the bookshelf. What's the tab for, Gran? Evidence. What? Please take this, Avatar of the Deep. Jeez, what's this? Gross. All hail the will of the deep, their sacred will. Nice. Just swallow it and may see her god. As a ghost going to the netherworld? No. I really don't want to offend her. Okay, just for now, I'll take it for now and put it in the trash can later. It's getting late. Shall we report to the analysis for Officer Man? Call it a day. He's right. We spent way too much time here. Gotta report to Nate. What weird space? There's a feng shui rape in Eva Chen's bedroom. The pocket space at least has furniture from the real world, plus a bottle labeled as longevity pills. Does that matter? I don't think it's related to your job. Not related to my job, really? I kinda wonder what those longevity pills are made of. We're told to analyze all Eva Chen's pills, right? Now we found more. Mind you, I'm not the kind of people who leave a job half done. The bottle's in the fourth default dimension. How do you plan on getting it? Good point. The truth is, I can. Sort of. Maybe. Huh? How? I told you that living beings can't enter the fourfold dimension because they'd be twisted into a pretzel by all the dimensional distortion, right? Turn that idea around. All is well if we can somehow negate the effect of the dimensional distortion. That's like saying nobody will die if we can negate the effect of death. Death. Unlike death, a dimensional distortion can be dealt with as long as you know the right spell. Ugh, this is not working. I have the recipe for a spiritual protective solution developed by Shear. Theoretically, I can extend the effect on my physical body maybe with a few tweaks, but somehow the plan's not working. Maybe I need to be more radical. Just adjusting a proportion of the ingredients isn't enough. I need new ingredients. From here, it's uncharted waters all the way. I might as well try various stuff on a hunch. Here goes everything. Quantity over quality. Aha! I did it! Against all impossibilities. You must be kidding me. I'm the Chosen One! Now make some talismans with this solution. And done. Are you sure? This some radical invention might be dangerous. You never know without trying. Innovate, test, reiterate. That's how achieve excellence in transmutation. To the bedroom rift. My god, this chapter is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I may have to stop at 8. If it's 8:30 and we're not anywhere closer to being done, I'll probably just stop then. Are we going in for real? It's now or never. Here we go. I think I'll pass. I didn't plan to take you along anyway. This time it could be dangerous. Yep, just as expected. The talisman will protect me in the dimensional shift, so it won't twist me into a pretzel. With all distractions all the way, let's get to work. Yep, taking this bottle. Something beneath the bottle. 2 more wood tabs, etched with WD and WE. I'm starting to see a pattern. Previously I found WC and WF. Now with WD and WE, yes, it's a sequence. Not sure what it means, but maybe I'll find out later. For now, I should keep digging. What's this? There's a logbook. Everlasting Youth Century exam record. Seems to be tracking the exam of records of various kids. Have a good one, Strangelove. As I said, if this chapter isn't... whatever comes first, 8:30 or this chapter being over at this point. According to this, a total of 6 kids have passed their exam. The first was Jack Chen, who passed the exam 10 years ago, then Jones Chen 7 years ago. Two kids passed within the same year, which was 3 years ago. Jason in July, Justin Chen in August. Starting from Justin, there's a reliable pattern. Jacob Chen, August next year. Jonah Chen, August last year. Exactly 1 year apart. Wait. I saw those names somewhere before. Yes, the list that Grand Mayo hid in the shelf. The time years past these records, 3 years apart, between Jack Jones and Jason, coming for 4 years. The last three, Justin, Jacob, and Jonah, exactly 1 year apart. All these kids, Jacob seems to be the oldest. Grand Meow noted from him is 1 month. According to these records, Avachen's orphanage had another exam just 1 month after Jason passed. 2 exams in the same year, almost back to back, July and August. That happened 3 years ago. What happened back then? Officer Hugh mentioned something. August 3 years ago. August 3 years ago, John Chen was hospitalized for mental issues and made quite some trouble there. His diagnosis was dissociative identity disorder. What happened in August 3 years ago? Did it have anything to do with the orphanage or just a coincidence? Moreover, the wood tabs I found ended with WF. There must be a sequence of 6. 6 tabs, 6 kids. Is there a connection? Great, now I'm even more confused. Or it's the same person. They have and this is their multiple personalities, maybe? I'm just certain these things are related. Now I just have to find something to connect the dots with. It's enough work for a day. These talismans can't afford to linger. Time flows 16 times in the real world. There was another thing, wasn't there, though, back here? Lots of papers. Let's see what they're about. There's a list of ink vendors in blue scales, with 3 names circled out. Maz, Zols, and Toes. Beneath the list is a stack of purchase orders. Everchan had the orders shipped to a place called Sky Lotus Camp. Oh, this thing again. Is that part of Chen's regular business? I think there was another thing back at the beginning too. I thought the talismans was a bit timed, so that's why I kind of like jumped through it quickly. Oh, wait, the audio? Oh, maybe, okay. What you're saying is I should probably check the audio thing again, because... Alright. Is it clear or something? Ah, okay. Everlasting gods, with everlasting pills I can come back to this place with ease. Even bring up objects over with me. Great, this is great. Any time and the resources spent on this makes the pills worth it. I ran the math after my last visit. Here time slow 16 times slower. I have found the secret to everlasting life. It's not realistic at all. Not a daydream. These pills will only last 1 year, though. They must have more exams more often. Jason, oh Jason, you damn brat. Thanks to you, I stumbled upon the ultimate recipe. Being physically here makes a huge difference. I can hear every word. So, these longevity pills, Everchan, to travel back and forth between the real world and the 4th dimension. Incredible. He discovered the recipe to make these pills due to Jason, to a certain Jason. Hold on, Jason, that name sounds oddly familiar. I think, yeah, that's... Yeah, I should tell the orphan management to hold exams once a year. On the other hand, only Sir Art can disguise the kids with body paint. I need to make a new deal with him. Regular service once a year. He wouldn't mind. He came last year, August, when I asked, which is just 1 month after his previous visit. 1 visit per year shouldn't be a problem. He liked my gift last time, so I'll just keep giving him more. Disguise his kids with body paint? What does that mean? Also, he mentioned something about exams being held once a year. You made it back alive. Found something? Yeah, a lot of something. First of all, I've got to analyze these pills I received from the other side. To the kiln. At this point, it's not a sunset. I almost forgot. Before I examine the longevity pills with the verifier to see if these really are the pills Everchen regularly took. Wait, Everchen regularly took this? Gran Meow must have picked it up somewhere. As expected, Eva-chan took the longevity pills on a daily basis. Now that I found it, I should analyze it for the ingredients. This is the longest sunset ever. What would you like to do? Extraction complete. Now let me have a taste. Crunchy. Blech. This gives gross a whole new definition. I taste charcoal, glue, thiamine, and born oil. Who the heck makes pills out of these? Behind all that is a weird taste that I can't describe. Am I getting poisoned? Extraction complete. Crunchy. Holy gods, charcoal, glue, thiamine, and something I can't identify. Super gross. The ingredients are weird for pills, but they make more sense in... Right, they're typical ink ingredients. This is weird. I've never seen anyone use ink for transmutation rites. In the Threefold dimension, I found a thick stack of receipts of ink orders. Here in this room, there's a pile of bottled ink. What did Everchen need so much ink for? To make his longevity pills? I should report the findings to Knight. He might find some helpful input. How's it going? Time to tell Knight my findings. Phew, I can go home, finally. You begged me to bring you along, and now you want to go back? I don't get rich kids. Can I go back into other ones with protection? Doesn't look it. How's it going, Tai King? Got any results? Long story, you might want to grab a cup of tea. Tai King told Knight everything, from the ingredients of various pills to the findings beyond Feng Shui's rifts. His longevity pills were made of what? Ink. That could explain Everchen's complaint about the possible poisoning. Ink itself is safe enough. Thing is, people add additives for special colors and scents. Those can be poisonous. These pills have an additive that I can't identify. Everchen was protected from the dimensional distortion exactly because of this mysterious ingredient. His symptoms are more likely caused by living in the fourfold dimension for way too long. It's anything but healthy. Longevity pills could protect him for a while, but over time there could be adverse effects, mentally and physically. We don't know because no one's ever done that before. That's insane. In order to live longer, he chose to live in a slower time. Damn, that's so wrong in so many ways. Still, there are unanswered questions like, portal, you mean the rift in the what's-its-name fourth dimension? Right. Everchen was able to go through the rift by just taking some pills and live there for extended periods of time. That effectively makes the space in another room connected to his bedroom. You mean the part of it locked room? You mean it's part of the locked room mystery? It has to be. Because I'm smart. And an experienced professional. My brain works so fast sometimes I don't realize exactly what's going on. Did you find the actual scene of the murder there? Nope. Any, like, murder weapons? Nope. This is unrelated to our case. Well, if you put it that way. Can't quite put my finger, but there's a strong feeling these things must be related. Anything else? Now that you ask, there is something. More about what? I told you about some of the exam records I found from the Everchen's orphanage. Yes, what about those? I think they confirm information about... The world is a mean place for those ill-prepared. It's sweet that the orphanage made sure that every child was given sufficient education. That is not what I mean. Now, seriously, what I meant to say was, this exam, I suppose it was the children's ability to play the role of Johnny Chen? What makes you think that? Well, two reasons. Dissociative identity disorder makes the situation interesting. August 3 years ago, Johnny Chen turned to the hospital upside down because of dissociative identity disorder. The next year, something happened to the orphanage. They had 2 exams that year. Exactly. Tell me if that makes sense. Jason, who passed the exam in July, quickly snapped because he was very much not okay with his new life. As a result, he was sent to the hospital for mental disorder. After what happened, Everchen decided he'd be better off as with a replacement, so the orphanage had an exam right away. That explains things. Yes, he must have told the doctor something so ridiculous that the doctor thought he was insane. In the heat of the moment, they had one heck of a fight. I get his frustration, trying so hard to tell people about things that they refuse to believe. But then there's all the other reason. I happen to have an old friend who's very good at this art called body paint, so I know a few things about it. It paints a new body over an existing one, so realistic that it's basically impossible to discern. Based on what I've heard in the Threefold dimension, plus my deductions, I believe Everchen hired this Sire Art to disguise kids who have passed the orphanage's exam, and that they become his son. What for? Because he's desperate to have a child? Yep, that's the only possible explanation. I see what you mean. The father and the son is just a performance aided by something called body paint. You mentioned that the guy who gave Johnny body paint is Sire Arte. That I did. The name ring a bell? Can't say for sure. I must confirm a few things first. Mr. Bupp, can I borrow you for a minute? At your service, sir. Has Everchen ever mentioned by someone of the name of Arte? Sir Arte, yeah. Sir Arte, yes. He's a Taoist priest, very nice person. Although what? Master used to send Saerte gifts all the time. I'm in charge of shipping, so I had to. The recipient his address. It's the Sky Lotus camp. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a famous bandit camp, right? I can't imagine how this fine gentleman has anything to do with bandits. Sky Lotus camp. I thought so. You're talking about warrior art. Sky Lotus camp? Sky Lotus camp? I saw that name on Everchance purchase orders. So, it's not about business, but personal grifts? Everchan was purchasing ink from this Arte guy? We don't have any ink business. If Master was purchasing in bulk, it must be Arte. I thought he needed ink for his longevity pills. I don't know about that. He just told me to check all shipments for integrity and send them out. Can't give defective or open box gifts. That'd be nice, you know. The ink stockpile in the kill room must have been unopened, alright. In that case, where did he get the ink for making pills? That could have come from a different batch. Maybe he had special orders for those. Now everything is clear. What do we do next? If you do have a point, which I feel is the case, going after Johnny Chen would be a waste of time. Johnny is just a created persona. We should be looking for the one beneath the body paint. Right. Maybe we should pay the orphanage a visit. Ask them about who the last kid was who passed the exam. Jonah. That makes sense. What's the problem? You don't sound too confident. More about that later. Suit yourself. I'm going home then. Finally. I'll be on my way then. See you later. Let's go together. Excuse me, sir. What now? What do you think of my service quality as a butler? Please press the button on my coat to rate it 1 star to 5 stars from bottom to top. Oh, that. I haven't rated your service yet. 5 stars. Thank you for your outstanding service. The button doesn't work? Oh, I'm sorry. This happens sometimes. It's normal to people to assume that the top button is 5 stars. It's in fact I have 6 buttons. Gotcha, 6 buttons, 5 stars from bottom to top. That makes it the second from the top? Yes, sir. The very top one is a regular button to keep the collar together. And done! 5 stars for you. Great. Thank you, sir. That means a lot to me. Give me a break. You know what the funny part about it is like, the other 2 got it right on the first try. I had the same issue this morning. Usually these uniforms have exactly 5 buttons. Mr. Bupp here is an exception. I apologize for the inconvenience. They have added a button because I'm too big. One little button undermines the whole setup. Hold on. That means, if I remember correctly, if I may ask you gentlemen a favor, what do you think of my service quality as a butler? Please bet them rated from 1 star, bottom to top. Here's 5 stars for you. Great. Thank you, sir. That means a lot to me. I knew it. Knew it. Where could it be? Hey, did you drop this? This is not mine. It has WF etched on it. Maybe they thought it was your initials? Again, a rich kid like him should have everything made in gold and jade, not shabby wood. So, there really is a kiln. Of course there is. I saw it with my own eyes. It's just that... How come you saw a kiln without going through a secret passage? Good question. I guess, I suppose the passage was left open. Officer Mayer walked through without realizing it was a hidden room. Right, good point. I'm not blind, okay? What? How come you're here? How did you get in? I'm not welcome. You're totally welcome, man. I was just surprised you'd come to pick me up in person. Then pack up. Let's go. Yeah. Also, him as the cop, like, told me to go up to the secret passage room, right? It's like, go to the 3rd floor, and I went to the 3rd floor, and I think that's the time probably when the murder happened. Probably because it's like, it seemed kind of a weird, like, offshoot. Sure thing. What just happened? How did I drop from the attic door? I can't believe you actually fell for it. That was quite funny. Wi-Fi? What did you just do? Spatial obfuscation. Randomly connect entrances and exits from one room to the other. All I need is to alter the appearance of an object and use it as an anchor. I know these politics. That was a rhetorical question. You altered your own appearance, sir, right, Officer Mayer? Tisk. Yep, I am the anchor myself. Elementary. Holy heavens. I think I found the ultimate answer. What are you talking about? I know who Johnny Chen really is. He's... Excuse me, officer. I'm going home. Stay with us a while, kid. Just in case you missed it, Taike said you're Johnny Chen. Of course I heard. Must be one of his practical jokes. How could I possibly be Johnny Chen? I'm dead serious. Tell me when. When did Mr. Bump ask you for his rating? How did you find the right button on the first try? What? He said 1 to 5 from the bottom up, didn't he? I just followed his instructions. Not looking for shortcuts like some people tend to do. Why are you in such a hurry to leave? Me? I'm in no hurry. And so, let me set some things straight. I find it hard to believe Wi-Fi. Then don't believe it. Just listen to common sense for a change. Allow me to remind you of a few things. First of all, I was right next to you at the time of Chen's time of death. Would you say otherwise? According to the coroner, Chen was killed about 5 minutes before he broke into his bedroom. You were with me, all right? Or do you mean the coroner got it wrong? I trust his professional opinion. It's just about 5 minutes doesn't necessarily mean time in the real world. It could be. Huh, I knew you'd say that. Let's do the math then. Time flows 16 times slower in the 4th dimension. 5 minutes equals 80 minutes there. Just a reminder, you have to pay a fast payout record to break. Since leaving your home, we hit 100-minute mark. Then when we found these dragon antler pills, the body was found even later. In other words, 80 minutes from when the presumed time of death, I was with you. He's right. Stretching the 5 minutes by 16 times doesn't overturn his alibi. Plus, I didn't find any evidence of murder in the 4th dimension. But who said the 4th dimension is the only higher dimension? Maybe. No, not the 4th dimension. You killed Eva Chen in some higher dimension. Come again. If you found a rift in the 4-fold dimension, you'd slip through the 8-fold dimension, where time flows 256 times slower. In that case, 5 minutes would become, 1,280 minutes, or about 21 hours, almost a full day. Right. You lured Everchen to the Threefold dimension some 21 hours ago and killed him there. Then you returned to the real world, leaving his body behind. After he arrived here, you found a chance to retrieve the body and dump it into the wardrobe. Crazy theory for a crazy plan. I'm not done yet. Everchan's body had fractured bones all over, not from blunt force. The dimensional distortion of the Threefold dimension could explain that. Listen to yourself. I'm sorry, but this is way over the top. You forget one little thing. This morning, right before we arrived, Everchen was alive. Ask Officer May if you don't believe me.
Yeah, I talked to him. How could he be murdered if it was almost a full day ago?
Knight, I expected better from you. It was Johnny. He disguised himself as his dad to meet you, and then went to my place as Wi-Fi.
Easy for you to say. How could he disguise that perfectly?
Man, you obviously don't know the power of...
Body paint. Didn't Everchen spend top money to hire Rory Ambit for body paint services? You said it yourself. Why would he go through so much trouble if his son could do it himself?
Yeah, he didn't have to do that. Man, obviously you don't know the power of...
Spatial what?
Spatial obfuscation. Come on, you know about that. A parlor trick. Some use it for theft and burglary. Cher and I caught quite a few of them for you.
Oh, I remember now. It's like disguise one thing in a closed space, and then all entrances and exits get randomly connected to each other. It's pretty handy for thieves. We had quite some trouble getting at certain crime scenes. You mean Johnny Chen used that? What for? The way I see it, he didn't mess with the entrances and exits.
Think about it. Think about it the other way around. He used himself as the anchor and disguised as Everchen. The effect would be very close to that of body paint. And this morning may not even have been the first time. I believe he did it yesterday too, to send all servants home. He intentionally kept Mr. Bupp as a misguided eyewitness. Spatial obfuscation is more than a trick than a proper spell. Very easy to master. What's more, Johnny Chen or Wi-Fi just used it on me this morning. Hey, I'm enjoying the show as much as the next guy, but this is getting nuttier and nuttier. Do you have any evidence? You know what? I do. There's something about... Nate's visit to the kiln room. You told me, Knight, there's a kiln on the 3rd floor, right across the stairs.
I did. I swear I saw it. Still having trouble processing the hidden room thing.
That's hard evidence that someone used spatial obfuscation back then. The keyword here is random. The staircase leading to the 3rd floor was connected to the inside of the hidden kill room. As a result, you bypassed the secret door.
That makes sense.
Okay, let's say you're right. Even if someone wanted to play a parlor trick just for the heck of it, that couldn't have been me.
Because?
Put your thinking caps on and listen. If it were me, I'd do it better, cleaner. For starters, I wouldn't make the bedroom a locked room. As I said before, if the murderer was a priest, they'd be better off making a scene look like a regular break-in. No one would suspect magic or spells at play. The average priest may not be aware of it, but I am, because I'm smart.
Not good enough. Hypothetically, suppose it was you. You'd have to leave the scene for a while to fetch Tai King. If the bedroom was left unlocked, I might wander inside and find Everchen gone, and then I'd have a missing persons investigation which would undermine your plan.
Okay, let's approach this from another angle then. Even if I lock the door, I leave the key somewhere outside the bedroom, so that no one would see them and would see it as a locked room mystery. And I'd put it somewhere else, you see, Officer Mayor. I wouldn't worry about you opening the bedroom because you know your manners.
Good point.
That said, if I were the murderer, you'd still be entirely clueless by now. He's right, and he did point out that priests wouldn't leave a scene of a locked room before. The argument sounds rather convincing to me. Yes, wifey's too smart for me to make obvious mistakes. Then how did the murder scene become a locked room? Care to elaborate? Eva Chen came to me by chance yesterday, paying for fortune consulting services. He swapped the charms on his keys afterwards. Yeah, Master came back from his morning walk and swapped the key charms. I remember because I thought it was the wrong key when I picked it up. I asked Master about it. He said he did it following a priest's advice. The key looks similar, different colors, yes, but people don't pay much attention to that sort of thing. Normally they tell them apart by their charms. Mr. Bupp is the butler, and even he got it wrong. It's only natural that Johnny, who didn't get much to touch his dad's keys very often, made the same mistake. Wifey, or should I call you Johnny, you intended to leave the bedroom key in the living room, but by mistake, you swapped charms. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the truth. Your fortune telling saves the day, Taiki. And I even mentioned the whole thing, and I haven't even mentioned the wood tab. You've been looking for this for a while, is this it? I asked you, but you said no, because it is a critical piece of evidence against you. You're the sixth and latest kid who passed through the orphanage's exam, a certified actor for the role of Johnny Chin. And one more thing. Okay, I see you're hell-bent on framing me. Come on, this is all happening in your head. It's not. Can you prove this tab is mine? Did you find it on my pocket or what? I found it next to the stockpile. See? You call that critical evidence? Listen to yourself. Police Work 101. Don't point fingers unless you have real evidence. This sort of thing comes back to bite you in the ass. Listen to Officer Mayer. Evidence is everything. This is how you do it. Hey. What the heck did you just spray me with? This is a harmless dose of revealing agent. I didn't mention this, but I did spray some obscuring agent on stuff when we first got into the kiln room together, especially on the inside with the bottle of longevity pills. I see. This is element... What are you doing over there, Nate? Come over here, now! What's this about? Aha! You were in the corner doing that. What? You knew the bottle wasn't empty? Yup. It was half full when I last checked. Funny, where did the pills go, huh? Give me that tab, Taiki. The tab's changing color too. Now everything is clear. When you were helping Taiki stage his detective show in the kiln room, you took the pills and left an empty bottle. You'd like to hide them better, but Taiki was urging, so you shoved them into your pocket, and accidentally dropped your tab thing. This is supported by the president of Obscuring Agent and the pills, the tab, and the culprit's hands. How's that for evidence? Of course, it's just me talking. If you have problems with that, we can call the AFL for an official report. I don't mind. Okay, you win. I am Johnny Chen. You're surprisingly good for a beat cop, though. Since when did you start suspecting me? Since the beginning, when you introduced yourself as Cher's apprentice. You're kidding me. Tai King, do you know how Cher felt about you? I bet you don't. We talking about me now? He thought about taking you as an apprentice, but gave up on the idea because he didn't want to be tied down when it's time for his ascension. You're the only one with such honor. This kid? No way. I know Cher very well. That's when I started to suspect. I made one tiny mistake and you caught it. If I had a bit more time, you wouldn't stand a chance. Just turn yourself in, Johnny, for the murder of Everchen and everyone at his orphanage. And what? So you found that out too. I thought it would take the police a few more days at least. Excuse me? Someone tell me what's going on? The orphanage funded by Everchen is now a deserted building. All kids and staff are missing. We turned the whole place upside down, only finding washed off blood. I'm visiting Everchen today to ask about this. So the fake pills and complaints are just a cover story. So the fake pills and compliments are just a cover story. Think again. Do I have time for trivial civil cases? Sorry to ruin your moment. Since we're talking about me, I'm obligated to clarify something. You made one mistake, great detective. You really believe I killed so many people? All by myself. You didn't. This is not about me. It's a mutiny and revolution. We're a few dozen kids, but together we could exterminate Chen's underdogs. And then we clean up the place thoroughly and prepare for the ultimate revenge. Why did you do that? I can't believe how naive you are. Ask yourself, if I'm the sixth Johnny, where did the other five go? Now that you mentioned it, they must be... Freedom is a luxury we're not allowed to have. In that case, they must be all... Anyone with half a brain would ask the million-dollar question. With two Johnnies missing, kids at the orphanage started an investigation. The breakthrough was made by the third Johnny, named Jason? Right. He found Everchen's first secret. Then he killed two Johnnies that didn't want to play along and hid their bodies in the secret room on the third floor. Heavens. The kiln room used to be a morgue? Jason found out and went nuts. He ran around the house telling the servants about it. By then it was too late to silence him, so Chen sent him to the hospital to make a point that what he said was all crazy talk. He was mentally well? Of course. He just didn't want John to play Johnny anymore. With body paint, though, people just thought he was a good old Johnny being loony. Right, given the situation, I'd call him crazy too. Then Jason started to talk about murder and bodies in the hospital. Chen was not okay with it, but because eventually somebody would believe him. He must dispose of the root of the problem, get rid of this defective Johnny, and then the bodies of the first two. Don't tell me he... Yes, he did. Get a kiln in the name of transmutation experiments and burn the bodies. Problem solved. Here comes his second secret, the recipe of the longevity pills. After burning the bodies of the first Johnny, he got a big load of pills. One Johnny for a full year's supply. That's the deer antlers. Which I kind of found it weird. I did find it weird, but I didn't mention it. Like, it's like the deer antlers just happen to be part of the ingredients of the potion. It's like you just happen to have a deer character with me. That did kind of strike me as odd. This can't be happening. But it's been happening for years. He had no idea how it worked, just that Johnny in, pills out. Follow the same routine, and all is well. He made it a process. Examine, body paint, keep new Johnny around for a year, then kill to make pills. He called it the right of everlasting life. So he murdered him in self-defense, technically. Well, in a way. Hold on, this is too much to process. Making pills with people it's a crime. No, before that, killing people is a crime already. Mayor, he said it's a crime. Aren't you going to say something? This may sound ridiculous, but no, it's not a crime. Now you're insane! Chen's orphanage was built to shelter children of an unknown species. Some call them weirdlings. That explains the letter W on those tabs. They don't have legal status and aren't considered citizens in blue scales. Get out. You're telling me that this Johnny's Wi-Fi is one of them weirdlings? He looks like regular dealing to me. If he came from the orphanage, yes. He can't be a deerling. Weirdlings look just like humans or beastlings to the extent that they don't realize they're different. They've been around a long while, origin unknown. There are rumors about them, but that's all about it, just rumors. A few years ago, a sure way to accurately identify them was invented. Once identified as a weirdling, their citizenship would be stripped, meaning their existence is no longer protected by law. But why? Well, because there was no other option. Well, that's a bad reason. You have no idea how bad the racial tensions are in blue scales. Making humans, beastlings, dragons coexistence is hard enough. If we introduce a new species, the whole system might tumble down. I mean, if it's already volatile, what's another species? You get the idea now? Technically harming or killing weirdlings is not against the law. Chen's orphanage was doing everyone a favor, at least so it seemed on paper. But what they did in the orphanage, it's genocide? Morally screwed up, but legally questionable at most. Chen must have been capitalizing in this legally gray area. Right. You were rounded up in this charity organization of his right, kept like animals for the arbiter, with no way out. It started rather innocuously. Ever Chen was sterile, you know that? He wanted a son so bad that he couldn't have it. In the end, he started to adopt from his own orphanage. Passing the exam and becoming his son was the only way out of the orphanage, so it seemed back then. We all tried so hard to make the cut. When we discovered what was going on, out of the orphanage into the kin, hardly the best deal, huh? But how did you find out? Gran Meow told me. She was the one single person who believed that loony Jason. She tried to collect evidence to break it to the police, when Chen caught her first. Gran has social connections, so he couldn't just dispose of her like he did us. For Gran, he planned something else. Chen started to slowly poison her with random medicines. Instead of kicking the bucket, she lost her mind. And we thought she was just senile. The poisoning also altered her face. People tend to give her a wide berth, which worked just fine for Chen. Despite everything, her love for Johnny didn't change. She told what she knew in random bits, probably not even aware of it. Following her lead, I did my own investigation. After 9 months as Johnny, I finally pieced everything together. Then you decided to kill Chen. Of course. In 3 months he'd killed me anyway. Killing him, though, is easier said than done. Chen was paranoid, as you can see. I just couldn't find any chance. There was one single place where he could relax and unwind. His longevity den, where time flows slower. It's my only shot. What's my role in this? Why'd you bring me into it? Don't flatter yourself. I wanted to get the legendary Sherlock on my side. Those feng shui repair talismans sold by Deep Association? He invented them, or so I heard. To figure out Chen's longevity gen, I must learn everything there is about it. Sherlock was the go-to source of knowledge. I tracked him to his apartment, but he went missing. Then I tried to get a hold of his journalist notes. You, Tai King, you're just a nuisance and keeps getting in my way. I could have got rid of you if I had more time. But time was the only thing I didn't have. Like, if he wanted to get rid of me, why not just, like, follow me into the... Like, why not just follow me into the multifold dimension and then, like... Or, like, he could have, like... Here was a way he could have gotten rid of me very easily. Like, he could have, like, sort of screwed up my processing of creating the protection spell and then just basically allowed me to die in the freaking multifold dimension or something. It was already August. Chen had me killed any time if I didn't get him first. I went back to the orphanage to have a meeting with the kids. We decided to change the plan. A mutiny should serve our purpose just well. All was going according to plan until... You, Tai King! Your blabbering mouth ruined everything! I tried to get you out of here, but you just refused to cooperate. And you, Nightmare, and your useless cop friends, where were you when Everchan committed his unspeakable evil? In this arcane forensic lab, did they ever find this new department just to ruin my plans for what? I hate you. Each and every one of you. Being hated by criminals means I'm doing my job right, so thank you. Nightmare. You thought I was, what? Stealing pills? No! I was getting back what's left of my brothers and sisters. Give me that. You can't just take the bottle of pills. After him. There's no way out upstairs. Give up, Johnny. You're cornered. You know what? You don't know what you're talking about. I live for two things. One, kill the devil that Everchan to save everyone, which I've already done. Now I'm about to do what next. I won't let you catch me. My life belongs to all the kids in the orphanage. He's swallowing the pills. And he's gone. How? I'll be damned. Those pills can send people into higher dimension without feng shui rifts. Oh no. He might have gone to the eightfold dimension. Where the real crime scene is? I'm afraid so. What do we do now? Wait for him to come back? He can't stay there forever. Not gonna work. One day in the eightfold dimension is over 8 months on this side. You gonna what? Camp out in this room for years? Not a problem, yeah. Just call AFL in. They'll know how to deal with this kind of situation. The AFL is bullshit. I made it up. Ya what? Yep, he made it up. He told me to play along when he called me. What about your transfer? He made that up too? No, that part's real. I'm transferring to a forensic lab, but not for the AFL, which doesn't exist. Adding some truth makes the lies more real, you know? The idea was to keep stressing Johnny until he cracked. Think about it. If there really was the AFL, why would I waste my money hiring you? That was one heck of a show. He totally fell for it. In that case, it's my show now. I'm gonna catch Johnny myself in the eightfold dimension. Don't try anything stupid. Since the AFL doesn't exist, I'm the only one that has shred a chance to catch him. Cher would have done the same if he was here. Think again. No need to. I'm going. First, get into the fourth-fold dimension. Alright, so I said if I didn't get till 8:30, then we were gonna do that. So we're gonna save it. Okay, so we're gonna stop here before we catch Johnny. So we're probably close to the end of the chapter, but I don't know for sure. So I'm gonna leave it here, and then we'll start from this point next time, because it did reach the 8:30 point. But I wanted to make sure that I got back control of my character. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. We'll continue our pursuit of Johnny next week. We'll follow him into the eightfolded dimension for super longevity time and go to the scene of the actual murder. Am I? Ah! Now he's telling me I am close to the end. Damn it. Alright, you know what? Hell with it. Let's just go. How do I follow him into there? So I have to hit the tab key, right? It was tab, wasn't it? Or was it control? Oh, it's at the feng shui. Oh, the feng shui whiff's up there. Alright. Find another rift to the 4th dimension and keep going. I can do this. Not coming back without you, Johnny boy. This is the 3rd time I've been here. I know the layout of the land pretty well. Any rift I managed to find here would lead to the 8th dimension. Work time. Duh, I've looked up multiple times and there's nothing. Is anything wrong with my protection talisman? There's no rift at all. Magic is not a precise science. Can't say for sure. Let me think. Eva-chan found his way to the 8th dimension after taking his longevity pills. The easiest way to replicate his experience was to take longevity pill myself. However, Janice stole what was left of Chen's pill set. Where can I find one? Right. I used the verifier on the half pill. It is a longevity pill. It's a bit moldy, but then in my worst case scenario, I puke my guts out but won't die. Holy heavens. Is this the 8th dimension? Dimension shift is overwhelming. My talisman won't last very long. Okay, 4 left. I gotta find Johnny Chen before I run out of talismans. I see. I see. Jones, Jason, Justin. They're gone for good. To do this, we must unite. We did it! As long as we have each other, there's nothing we can't achieve. Run away! No, Chen will hunt us down. We must face him. Think of something, John. You're our only hope. Oh, the talismans are crumbling. It's hard. Chen's paranoid. His longevity and pills, we can make use of those. Overdose his longevity pills is fatal. Poison him. We only have one shot. I'm okay. There's still time. Jonah, we're all here with you. Make pills with us. Dozens of longevity pills condensed into one. He's not going to suspect a thing. Don't cry. We're not leaving you. We will together forever. Bring Chen here and finish him. I'm almost there. Johnny can't be too far away. Impressive. I wasn't expecting you so soon. It's not me. Time flows too slow in this dimension. It's a two-edged sword. Alright, you have a point. How'd you get in? I just did. Come on. Turn yourself in. You've got nowhere to run. Run? Why? This is my home. Is the force of spatial distortion damaging your brain or what? You can't live here. No one can. Wait. You don't even have protective talismans. Don't you feel, like, uncomfortable? Just listen to me for once. I said this is my home. I have all my brothers and sisters with me. Home is where your family is, especially for oddballs like us. I feel right at home. More than comfortable. That's just a figure of speech. Spatial distortion is real and especially powerful in the Eightfold dimension. Maybe we weirdlings are attuned to dimensional shifts. Pills made for us could do amazing things, no? You're out of your mind. Talking to you is a waste of breath. Now, if you excuse me, I have things to do. That's a knife. And blood. This is where you killed Chen. Bingo. He took the hyperdose longevity pills we made for him and dragged him over to this place. He wasn't doing well, though. Bones cracking, convulsing. Very entertaining. Almost died on the spot. We wouldn't let him die that easy, right? This is about revenge. We must kill him. Personally, kill him to be dead. So I, representing all my brothers and sisters, finished him off with this knife. 5 stabs. 1 for each Johnny, just as was delivered, witnessed by all of us. Now I'm gonna tie off loose ends. Bring my kin back. Can't wait to see them begging. Bring them back, but they're dead. You mean you're going to... Worth a shot, you know. Normally resurrection is impossible, but they're not normal. They could have a chance. I'm gonna track down Warrior Art, the guy that did the body paint for us. If anyone knows how to bring them back, it has to be him. Him? Why? Ignorance as ever. We're the whole active ingredient of longevity pills, which appear to be made of ink. Didn't you say so based on your own analyzation? And Warrior specifically asked Chen for that kind of ink. Is ink the key that ties everything together? It is, but I don't think you need to know more. This is worth trying. I must give it a chance. Death can't be reversed, yes, but they're not dead. They're still alive, only in a different form. Time for me to go. My brothers and sisters are going to take me back to the real world. Yeah, just go. Knock yourself out. I know what you're thinking. Mayor's waiting on the other side with his team, right? You chased me there into another trap, or so you thought. You underestimated us, stupid. If we can dump off Chen's body into the wardrobe with precision, of course I can pick a landing site outside of Chen's home. I kinda want to see his face. That would be priceless. Don't laugh yet. Now I know you're going to Skylotus Camp, we'll hunt you down. Very funny. I told you that because you won't live to tell the tale. What do you mean? Go. Tell Mayor what I said. Knock yourself out. I'm watching. In case you haven't noticed, this space has no exit. My brothers and sisters will take me back, but you can stay here forever. Think about Chen's body. Mushy. Damn. Adios. You're back, baby! Crap, my last talisman just crumbled. feeling of being crushed and twisted. Space is killing me. I can't die yet. I must tell Nate about... I... I can't. No. Not like this. Help. Someone. Anyone. Help. 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 Sure. Nate, we found Tai King. He's passed out outside the house.
What? I'm coming right away.
How many days passed when I was in there? That was quite a long time.
Tai King. I know you passed out due to exhaustion, but the doc checked up and there's nothing broken. This is exactly what Cher didn't want to see, that you tried too hard to fill his shoes. You're your own person, he said. You've got potential. He said you're meant to be more than just his assistant. If you can hear me, I hope you understand. Fundamentally, I mean, maybe I should have dragged you into this. This case should be mine and mine alone.
Stop. You're under arrest. Joe Chen, just surrender. Sky Lotus can't.
You're the opposite of Cher. He's known for smooth process and perfect solutions, while you'd make a mountain of mess and pick it apart bit by bit. That's what it takes to reach your goal, however impossible it seems. At this point, I guess you wouldn't really listen if I told you to stay the heck out of this case. Sky Lotus and the camp and the seer guy, Master Artie. I don't want to believe in fate, but these days I'm increasingly suspecting there's some form of higher power at work. 86%, so I'm wondering how that happened. So I did do complete not as important quests completed. Did I get all of them, or just like, I don't know if that's like a percentage score. Relax, it's just a number. New reward in the cartoon box, the boombox. With that, you can play back music. It's not really hard to get, just try your luck. That was easy enough. Alright, so let's see what the next chapter thing looks like. How far away from the door are we? Okay, so like maybe 2 or 3 more chapters after this chapter. So maybe 5 in total. Alright. That was good. I think I did rather well on that one. We can use some more let me try like 1 or 2 more, I guess. I don't know if there's any. I'll spend until I'm like down to 1,000, I guess. Body paint, emergency, detective game, tape the chase, everlasting palace, cool world, and this actually takes a while to do. It's you. Tape Eureka. Who's Workshop 2.
and stuff there. All right. All right. So we finished chapter 2. Next time we're going to do chapter 3 with the third person, who I don't remember the name of right now, but I'll remember next time. I think it's the one that ends with T, starts with T and ends with Q. All right. Have a good night, everybody. See you next week for more. Oh, God, I was going to try. Gosh dang, I don't even remember the name of the game I'm playing. That's great. Threefold recta. Threefold recital. Did I almost say threefold rectal? No, no, that's horrible. Threefold recital. Have a good one, guys.